Holy balls, we have 100 people on here already? That's pretty good. Huh? Yeah. I'm letting her fire up. All right. We live. We are live. Cool. I'll be able to keep eyes on that. What's going on? Everybody hear us? All right. Check, mic check. We'll get everybody situated here. From Casa to Chris Brackett. Bark twice if you're there unwillingly. No, we're here.
Did he make it in the frame?
He did. He's great. Look at this. Perfect. Almost looks like an actual mount, yet there's still biological matter in them.
Hey, I don't have a mount like that. I would do a mount like that.
Oh, snap. 145 people, 150 some people. We're racking them. It's going wild. Look at this. All right, I'm gonna try to read.
Get wound up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to read from this. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Brackett. I like this view though, dude. That looks good.
It's better than, the last one was too low, kind of thing.
This looks good. No, not drunk. Yeah, this is like beer dose or Trace. I got the magic drink over there, Jared. Yeah, why don't you? I'll put that over here somewhere for when the time is right.
Yeah. So the cool part is we're moving here. Finally going to live on our own place.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to put all the deer that have come off this farm here.
That's dangerous.
Office. All the ones off this
farm. Well, we got plenty of people cranking in here. Chris, I'm going to put you on the spot right away. Is that all right?
Yep.
One of the first questions here from Victory is, what's up with the bracket show?
I've been too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally.
I mean, right away, we're going for it. We're diving in.
Yeah, so the deal is that Chris is a really good producer. He took.
Not you, Chris. No, not talking
Chris
in the third
squared.
person.
Yeah, Chris squared. The joke was.
What's wrong? Oh, okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there you go. You're good.
Chris squared, which is the producer, Chris in Peoria. He took a job at the church, so he is full-time super director at the church. So I sent him a proposal, and honestly, the season, I think everybody feels this way, that it had been gangbusters since September. You went elk hunting. You were hunting Ohio. It was like boom, 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 boom. I killed my deer, and then I had every intention for me and Drake to just film them here or film them at the office and put them out. And so I decided more to do lives this year, but it's not off the table
to bring it back.
Yeah. We just need a producer. So if there's any young guy that I can teach you what you need to know, I just can't do it all. I'm not Superman. I'm just getting old.
I get it.
Does Drake do any producing? Does he mess with that at all?
No, man,
have you asked him to kind of tinker with some stuff? Or
so I have overwhelmed, right? I have overwhelmed cameramen, producers, interns their whole life, and I've been rough on them. I'm just not rough on them anymore. I could care less. If they want to be here and it's really a chill environment or whatever, everything that I've given Drake, he's crushed it, right? He's worked for Herman's. He's, putting in fences for people. I'm going to get him started like on his own little business, putting up I did nylon fence, and then we did the hot wire. I'm trying to teach him all these little things, right? All these little nuances, but I never want him to be overworked.
Yeah.
And I've done that before. I made that mistake in my younger years before I'm weird. So he wants to, and so is this other kid, Alec, which Alec is a young guy, Christian guy I met at East Peoria football games that my one of my nephews plays football. And so I've got all these young fans that are just discovering some arrow fishing, fear no evil stuff. And I've kind of kidnapped this little group of young guys, and I will get them there, and then they'll just be super. Yeah, I know. I lock them in the basement.
I kidnapped a small group of young boys.
It puts the lotion on.
Shut up up there.
I'm creating my own little island of Lord of the Flies. Yeah, because I don't have my own kids, right? And my nephews don't want to hunt. They do, but they're just into sport. So I've decided to pour into these 18 and 20-year-old young men that they have a desire to kill stuff and learn stuff and food plots and tractors. And I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm hard on them, but they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Drake's upstairs, and I mean, even Logan, well, they're out here. You guys can pull your chairs in right here or whatever.
They're just hovering.
Well, I was like,
don't get too close.
Yeah.
What?
So,
yeah, I mean, you guys can come in.
You got them sitting outside.
It's cold
they're
outside.
disciplined, dude. It's like,
You can sit there.
You guys can come in here.
Just don't bump anything.
yes.
Well, I think that, I think people say that because, I don't know. How many did you end up doing last year?
We did 25 straight up.
And I remember just
October 1 through December 31st.
And it was the hot side of the season. And you were pulling topics that were
right now
red button issues at the moment. So I think that's what made people just tune in, because it was like, okay, it's whatever, October 30th. Here's the hot take.
I did feel guilty that there was a lot of deer died off of a lot of those instinct.
I'm sure
I'm going tomorrow, and everybody's like, I'm taking tomorrow off. And they went, and they're like, look what I killed, because I wouldn't have gone if you didn't. And there's a little bit of me that was like, I don't know, I kind of feel guilty. There's a lot of dead deer. I would pull my wife aside, and I'm like, is this okay? Yeah, there's a lot of deer died because I told guys to take your wife here. It's east wind, to dinner, and then hunt all weekend because it's before the full moon. I'm feeling it, or 30.3 barometer or whatever. And they went and they killed where they probably wouldn't have before. And I'm not taking credit for it. I just was the inspiration to go, I'm going, you should go. And they all died. A lot of deer.
I don't know why. Somebody said that they get ads. I don't know why ads are coming up.
What kind of ads? Like it's cutting us off?
Yeah, like normal ads. I don't know how to.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just on the YouTube thing.
I'll see if I can turn it off at some point.
Do they like that format though? I think people
I think people.
Yeah, there's one that said, "I love the bracket show. It was really cool."
Yep,
I really appreciate it. It was different than everything I ever did because everything was a character. Like Fear No Evil, Arrow Affliction, I lived that character. I came up with something to kind of explain it because a lot of people are like, "Well, I know him, and that's not him. I didn't like him because he was an asshole or whatever."
Yeah,
and
which happens
on both sides, whether it's a character or not a character. But there's a lot of people in acting that method act. Whether they get into a movie, they stay in the character for months of shooting the movie, right?
Yeah,
happens all the time. That's what I did for 10 years.
Yeah,
I was in the character, tattoo, spiky hair, running around with my pants on fire or whatever.
Well, we talk about
method
it, man.
acting.
It's like that was the your alter ego, in my opinion. That was Booyah.
Yeah.
It was Booyah Bracket.
Yeah, Booyah Bracket. Yeah.
That was the character.
Was that an alter ego at the time? That was
no. So
that was real ego.
Well, so it really worked, right? I envisioned it. We produced it. It caught fire. Intermedia, threw gasoline on an egomaniac, young 20-year-old something kid that with all these ideas became the character. Now I'm stuck in the character, and I wouldn't have got in trouble. I'd probably still have sideburns right now because I'd have to go film tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That I don't have to. But no, there's more stuff. I hope people love the format of the bracket show and whatnot. But I think where we're at, me and Jeremy had a big talk, and me and Jared talk all the time. But I think the next venture of all the education and all the other stuff is where I want to go with it.
Jeremy, I need a change of here. Are you able to sit back at all so I can see?
Sure.
See
sorry, yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, sorry. I was
there you go.
just trying to answer. Well, there's a lot of Chris Brackett questions here. Also, guys, just keep me updated on the ads. Nick said that he turned those off. So hopefully you guys don't get cut off anymore on those, but we'll see.
Was Nick mad, jealous about our Sunny D drinks?
I mean, he's just chilling in Charleston. I
He
don't
works
know.
from home, dude.
How
He
would
probably
he-
just poured his
how-
own.
I don't
How
know
would
what
he
they
even
do.
Like, you
know
guys are
what
just getting
Sunny D
started?
is?
Yeah.
How would he even know what Sunny D is?
Nick drinks Sunny D all the time.
Oh, he does.
I'm sure. Down in Charleston.
Yeah, but all them shirts he's selling, he can afford.
Actually,
regular orange
he's
juice.
probably just drinking High Noons down there,
Okay.
or White Claws. He could be a Claw boy down there as well.
South Carolina.
He's
Charleston.
definitely a claw
Ooh.
boy.
Yeah, just Claw boy in
Claw
it.
boy.
For sure.
Mhm. That sounds right. God. All
I
right.
don't- you can't offend me.
Okay, great. Because
Yeah.
people want to know what your beef with Don Higgins is.
Oh, actually, we made up
Oh,
since you guys' podcast. We're
Okay.
best buds. He's supposed to come here, tour the farm.
there you go.
Big invite.
You
come.
hear her first.
Yeah. So I immediately after your show, he for sure laid out an olive branch, said I don't want no smoke, right?
Mm-hmm.
All my beef was there is fences on the
just
property.
be transparent about the fences.
There is fences on the property. Tell the truth. Here's the deal.
Which he did, right?
He did 100% of what I ever asked as a fan and I was a consumer. So what was the big deal? Well, when I first started buying Miscanthus, when you guys were hunting and I was on timeout, we were buying it through wherever we could get it, and we went directly to Real World. Well, at the time, Don jacked the price on my wife on it all, and it didn't make sense, and it sat bad with me. My friend Ray Reeves took away his distributorship. There's just a bunch of moves that were business on his side. I took it personal. If you don't know me, I take things personal.
Mhm.
So I just took it a little personal. So then I'm like, okay, is he telling the whole truth? Because the questions that you asked were like, okay, when did you have deer? Like, when did one get out?
Mhm.
Could more have got out?
Mhm.
Whatever that is, right? You're talking to a guy that controls, and people hate this word, right? My deer controls. You guys have seen my setup. 3,500 acre park on one place that me and Kirk have, and the lease and whatever that we're losing. Never grew a 200-inch deer. Have this place. All these big deer, all these old mature. I've killed 8, 9-year-old, tons of 6-year-old deer, not even close to 200. 2 of them that were 180s in the same comeback year, and I had to search to find those and had to grow those deer. One was 8.5 and one was 6.5. Like, there's still a missing element for me, for Higgins, and for the whitetail guy that just killed like a 270-inch deer and acts like he didn't even kill one, and all this. There's just a lot of stuff out there, and I want the truth. If my ass had to have the truth and sit out for 3 years and come to terms with my truth, I just believed everybody should. So when it came to Higgins, it was like I didn't like the way he did some of his marketing.
Mm-hmm.
A Christian man should be humbler than the way he was doing his marketing and some of the moves. But that was done 5 or 6 years ago. And I realized real quick, kind of after you talked to him, he didn't know that he was a superstar. Like, what's that movie, Almost Famous? Like, he was coming to terms on your podcast of coming to terms with his fame. And he said it on there. And I thought, I've been really famous. I've been really infamous. I've been, Top Shot, Sons of Gun, Discovery, History, as big as I wanted to be. And I thought, okay, he's for sure extending an olive branch on your show. I'm going to reach out immediately. And I was like, hey, this is what's up. Wrote him a giant thing. And he's like, oh, yep. And he sent something back. And my wife goes, he didn't read the whole message because it was like,
it was long.
Yeah. 300, 500 words, whatever, but it only showed the clip.
Characters.
And he's 60 something years old, right? And so, and that's him telling us I'm 60. I don't have time for drama. If I was 45, I'd whoop Rex butt, whatever he said, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, there's a lot of elements here. Let me unpack this. And so I sat with my wife, unpacked it, talked to you guys. I immediately reached out and was just like, I think you did great. Unpacked all of it. I said, I've had grievances. And my mom died 13 days after I went to a farm on Jason Getz's farm, and him and his brother had Don hire, his fence guy, Steve the mailman, right, to come put the fence up and whatever. And I was doing my friend Jason Getz a favor by putting in all the switchgrass and all of Don's plans while my mom was in hospice. I was already emotional. I got there and couldn't take one more straw as I'm working my balls off, putting in the switchgrass. This dang Don Higgins fence is going up on a property I sold that I had emotional ties to. And I just text Don. I'm like, what are you doing with this fence thing? You ruined this farm. To this day, Don doesn't know property I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, so I explained to him, he wanted to talk. Remember how he said he wanted to talk it all out?
Yeah.
I just told him simply, my mom's dying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking to you. I'm too emotionally engaged in this. Time out. So that was a timeout for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was talking about. Like, I have the weirdest relationship with Chris Brackett. Well, my mom died. Then I grieved. Then I killed a bunch of stuff. And then now we're revisiting it. And I also told him, like, dude, you're a Christian. I'm going to heaven. You're going to heaven. We're brothers. If I'm going to give anybody smoke, it's going to be a guy that's credible.
Sure.
Like, I'm not talking about some guy I don't care about. I'm talking about a guy that should be able to tote it if he wants to be Captain 200-inch superstar landman seed guy. He should be able to carry it, right? And he's an Illinois boy, and it was like, it wasn't anything I wouldn't say to his face. It's hilarious. And I think he took it really well, because I just said, yo, there's more to that text. Read it all. Get back to me. Extend the invite. Come up here. I'll buy you dinner like you always buy people. And we'll all go out. We'll ride all my farms. Once you see my farm, one of my farms, and how perfect they are, he'd know everything he needed to know about Chris Brackett. And we would be buds. And he'd go, listen, if I can't do your farm consultation, call Brackett. 100%. If this is what you're looking for, this macro stuff, that's your guy. I don't even know if I'm your guy. So that's the invite. And so we're supposed to do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do what? He's going to come out here.
Yeah, we're going to hang out for the day or two.
Yeah.
Dinner, and I told him bring his wife.
Yeah. I think that would be good. I think at the end of the day, like, not everybody has to be, best buds or whatever, and like, you just have a lot in common, but also, like, I know you better than I know him, but I know you both well enough to know that, like, I'm like, I don't know if there's a chemistry there.
Well, the consulting thing is,
I mean, I'd rather be his asset.
Yeah, the consulting thing has always been, though, like, really, I wouldn't say like rivals, but it's just super competitive, because there's not a lot of people paying for consults on their property, right? There's this many hunters who don't even have a property to do a consult on. So then you've got this many hunters who are actually able,
or they don't own it,
right? And then it's like, of the people that own it, or it's worth doing a consult on, how many people have the money then over the top? So it's such a small portion. And so when you have, you and Higgins and Sturgis, and
the consulting world cracks me up, dude. Because like
I don't like the word.
Everyone wants to be, the word, but everyone wants to be like, I don't want to talk poorly about anybody, but that guy's a piece of shit.
All of everybody, except for me. I'm like, yo, this guy's good at this. Sturgis is good.
You're
at
the
this.
most open about it for sure. Well, and everybody's, they're trying to do their own thing.
And I hate the word. I hate the word. I'm a real estate guy, right? I mean, we do real estate. We talk about real estate. So for me, I'm trying to build, which is why the name is Whitetail Equity. I am trying to build equity in that person's farm. In Don's like website when he first came out, I remember, my brain, I like to remember stuff. So his website's like, listen, if you're going to go on a $5,500 hunt, spend that $100 with me, and I'll make your farm better than going on that Montana hunt. Awesome. Great marketing, great understanding of why you're paying the money. Me, I'm going to go with my expertise of, especially Midwest, right? Lakes, tell you about the trout, switchgrass, miscanthus, all these other things. I'm really macro with what I do. I don't own a skid steer. I will hire other people to do that. I'm going to take what the land has and squeeze every drop out of that land of what it has. I'm not Bobby. I'm not going to get my bulldozers and carve out giant plots. I'm not doing that. I'm taking a farm that's there. Even goes back to the first day we talked about your farm. It's like, it's flip-flop for me. It's uncomfortable for me. And you're like, well, I got an access from the east. Mine is whatever the land has, I'm going to squeeze every juice drop out of it. That's not the other guys. So I'm the equity real estate side of what you would call land audit or consulting. And I really want to change that view for me to decipher myself from somewhere else. If a guy has 100 acres, you're good at math. At 100 acres, right?
You're asking me to get in math mode? Yeah. 100 acres. Got it.
100 acres. And I'm 5,500 in state, and I coach you all year, right? Plus I come to your place for two days. 100 acres. How much does that break down into? It's only dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, on a per acre basis.
Per acre basis.
Yeah.
So if we're selling farms,
it's $55 per acre.
$55, and that's how you have to look at it, because I know.
See that?
I could
that
do
happen?
that. Yeah.
I know that.
I've never heard it broken down on a per acre basis, but I'm with it.
And so I go, so 100-acre farm, this one right here, 100 acres. I come in and I go, okay, my expertise, we have all these things at Herman Brothers. I'm going to tell you where you can put a pond.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to pay another consultant to come out. I'm going to tell you where you can put a pond. I'm going to send it back to my guys. They're going to tell you, we need 20 acres of runoff for 1 acre of pond. My pond's awesome out here. It's always full. It's got great water. There's locations that other people would tell you could put one to hold water, right? But then you go and I hug trees and I go, see this got a cat head. This tree's $500. So I go through all of this, plus the whitetail stuff, and plus like, hey, here's how to talk to your farmer. Hey, get a disc. You don't have to no-till. We're not trying to grow earthworms here in Iowa, like our buddy in Iowa. What's the name?
Skip.
Yeah, Skip. And so it's like, we're only doing 5 acres, Skip. We don't have to build this.
Chris, what do you think? Like, so a guy like me, like I've talked to a lot of consultants. Like I talked to you and Higgins and Bobby and all, all these different guys. And I'm like, I take a lot of that. I've never had a formal consultation on like our Ohio farm. You've been out to our Illinois place and given ideas, and we never read up a plan or anything, but we discuss this stuff all the time. But like in Ohio, on all the farms, but especially in Ohio, I've got certain areas that I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this. Odds are, like if I brought 5 different guys out, they'd all have different ideas. And I want that. I'm curious how to like kind of achieve that. Like literally I've got pushing hundreds of, at least 100 acres. And I'm like, what do you do? What do you do
with what I do? Like I came from nothing, no money. No, nothing. So that's in the back of my head. Like my friend Jeff that just bought this farm, he goes, what blind should I buy? And I'm like, I would love to tell you a diamond, but you need a 360 outfitter, the cheapest one, because you're German blood.
Yeah.
And he's laughs and he's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So if I came to your place and you're like, I'm like, what's your budget? And you go, well, I'd really like to hold these deer. And I'm like, well, okay, we'll explore this. Let's look at the NCRS office. Let's look at out of your own pocket. Let's look at maintaining. Because of my background of just being in it, taking 3 years off and not hunting and learning it, I'll take your little area and go, here's your 3 options. Here's your price differences, and call and see if we can get a tree planter. Maybe we'll put in some rows of pines like we did here. So my deal is always building equity on it. I don't think there's a farm, you guys, that we could buy, especially in the Midwest and even cooler out in PA or even Iowa or whatever. Like, I don't think there's a farm that I can't go do my thing and raise the value of that farm $500 an acre.
It doesn't seem like much.
That's my confidence in what I do, but I may look at it and go, I'll look at it on a map first and go like, the topography doesn't work. The soil's bad. I don't know about that. Ray's in Florida right now doing one. I would never have the balls to go to Florida and deal with sand and.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the hardest part is like when we like.
What's he laughing at though?
I was gonna throw a curveball at you. This is maybe.
Go ahead and then we'll get the curveball.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say like, and we'll talk about this at some point. So Jared and I just put 80 under contract.
Yeah.
Right. And
congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. We're stoked about it. And so
that is news. We haven't told
anybody. That is news. Yeah. So Jared and I just and this is one farm. So there's farms in between our current farm and this farm, but it's some of the same deer and some new deer, which is cool. The biggest thing here is
we bought a farm.
Yeah, we bought a farm. Anytime we're looking at that, it's like, and maybe we look at this different, which is also cool. It's like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. If I buy it for X, immediately I'm like, how do I get $500 more an acre out of this thing? Like just because in 2 years, if I have to sell it or whatever happens, is that just because like they didn't get good deer pictures? Is it because they don't have the right food plots set up? Like anything that I can do to figure out how do I get $500 more an acre out of this property without the comps changing around here is the immediate thing I do before I would even sign a contract. It's the first thing I did when we were talking about this one. Right. I was like, I think it's actually worth this as it sits, and that's without any improvement. So I think we can even be above that.
Well, we have some confidence. I mean, confidence, I guess is the word. It's like, dude, I don't care whose farm it is. I think we can get better deer pictures, and I think we can do a better job of like adding value
our
to
innate abilities and what drives us to live. We're already going to make that property better. So if a guy is just now retiring, or a guy bought the farm or whatever, the things we love about our life are building the property value without even trying. So if we try at it, it's instant. And so you look at Sturgis, right? He's going to go into any of those, and he's never looked, I don't think he's ever looked at it this way. But if you went, Sturgis, do you think that you made that property better? And he'd go, yeah. And I go, you just built equity for that guy. That guy probably doesn't even know it. Higgins goes in, and his thing is to sell seed, make money so he can build that nicer house and take care of his grandkids. And me, I'm over here like, I just want to buy more farms with my friends and build ponds. But if I can take 30 or 40 people and take all the knowledge of Herman Brothers with the water and the fish and the docks and the whatever, I know that I can bring $55.
Well, I mean,
dude, on top of it, so Jeremy and I today were walking around with us, couldn't get the grins off of our face looking at. So Carl finally moved out of the house, and so we had a chance to, for the listeners, that the house, the farm that we bought, the guy that we bought it off, we let him live there for 2 years. He ended up staying there for 2 years and 6-8 months, something like that.
When we first seen him, he was like, "I'm gonna die tomorrow."
We didn't think we thought he was gonna die in the house.
He kept telling us. He kept telling us he was going to.
And but sure enough, he pulled through, bought another house, moved all his stuff,
bebopping all over, super happy.
Out,
everything's working.
Left the tractor for us, which was huge. So Jeremy and I got into the house here finally. We were in the living room for the first time since before we bought it.
Yesterday
we met him the first time, and we were just like, dude, elated that the house is in such great condition. It's old as dirt, but it's like it.
Shout out to Jackie doing the foundation.
I know. Jackie Moon's coming in tomorrow to go on the inside.
We call him Jackie Moon.
Yeah. Jackie Moon,
baby. Yeah. He's coming in tomorrow to do some. But dude, we went into the structures and stuff too. I'm like, dude, there's some freaking awesome barns here. Like in the realtor that priced it originally put no value on any of the structures.
It didn't look like it.
I'm like, dude, there's $100,000 in structures here right now. I was like, if we put 15-20 grand into this house, I was like, this is a 1-4 farm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yep. And that's why, because people were asking about it, as what we did is we took that equity that we built in it because we bought it cheap. We've improved it.
I mean, not cheap. We paid $9.25 for that.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of the market at the time, we bought it below market slightly, and we've put more into it, and the market has appreciated so fast. I mean, they sold those pit ponds right down the road for $9,000 an acre.
Put the fence up.
Exactly.
Did some.
So like immediately,
dude, frankly, even as we're waiting to get this 80 under contract, I called Bobby. I'm like, how much you want for that? Whatever,
435,
9,000 an acre. I'm like, good to know.
Good to know.
Cool.
Yeah. So but we're leveraging that equity. Because it's not like we have the cash to go out and buy another 80. We're leveraging the equity in that farm to put the money down on this farm and then just roll them all up.
Did you know about us refinancing it? Did I tell you that? We had a 7.9 rate through mid,
which is high,
mid America. But that was at the time. That's just what it was.
Yeah, mine are 7.
It wasn't that it was high. Yeah, we're getting a 5.85.
Yeah, so I've got this split into like 4 different ones. So I've got 4 on the big loan. Yeah. I've got a line of credit that's probably whatever movable. So 7s and the 7s, and then this house, and we put the lake in and the restructure, whatever, and we just wait for this. We just had another movement. I'll just wait, and then and so we were able to buy 2 farms this year.
Yeah.
And that's the real estate guy in me. Wait, what do we got?
Did you hear what he said though? The number though? It was like
5.85.
It was 7.9. Dude, when we picked up this other one,
tell him
no money down, and we brought them both into a 5.85.
Saved $1,000 a month on the old farm.
How do we break that down to them? So like, if you guys understand that even at 7%, the property's going up at least 7%. You've got a loan at 7%. Let's say you guys that have investments out there, 401ks, whatever, we're not telling you to take them out, but we are telling you to borrow against them. As real estate agents, why wouldn't you borrow against them? You still have them in there. Your property value is going up. You're paying the bank 7%. And like I work with Compeer, and all of a sudden Compeer said, I get ready to pay my $7,500 tractor payment every December. And my dividend comes back from the investment money at Compeer and comes in at 78. And my wife's like, God blessed us again.
Yeah,
washed it. And I'm like, oh, how was I going to come up with $7,500 with my tractor? You locked in at 5 something?
5.85 on a 5-year arm.
With Compeer.
I gotta make
Just
some.
But
calls in
it's
the
a
morning.
it's a 30
That's
year.
a huge. That's, I mean, literally, just on the not on the new farm, but just on the old farm, that's $1,000 a month savings.
Well,
in
here's the cool
interest.
part about them. I'm within the window. It came down. I just bought the 50.
Yeah, yeah.
I can
You can
move
move
it
it.
down for like $300.
Yeah, for the rate
We
drop.
come
Nice.
here.
Yeah, and I mean,
Jody,
I
if
say
you're
that.
listening,
Yeah. Well, I say that for
Jody.
people because there is options. Like people ask us all the time about like, well, how are you buying other farms? Like the first farm I bought, my wife and I bought 75 acres with a cabin in Kentucky, probably my forever home at some point. We pulled our contributions out of our Roth IRA prior to the Hillary Trump election because I was like, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yep.
Right. So we pulled our Roth IRA contributions out. You can't pull the stuff that you actually made, and I used that as my down payment. But what that did here's because that was in 2019, 6 years later, is as you have properties and you start to build equity, well, now you can leverage them. Yeah. So, because the hardest part, anybody asks me, they're like, what's the hardest part about trying to buy property? I'm like, 20% down.
That's it.
That's a lot of freaking money, dude. But once you get equity in other properties, you can leverage them. So you don't have to bring hardly any, like this new property. Jared and I are bringing $0 to the table to close it. No money.
Because you bought right, it went up, you did all the work, you can have it reappraised, and they go, you're good. You're good for that 20%. Just rip it across. I mean, that's what we did. I'm on an annual right now with most of my development farms. And like my development farm right now, we left 7 acres of beans. So whether one of us kills one, I only got one tag left. You guys got tags, but I know there's going to be a giant there. It's in the neighborhood. But if it doesn't, we're going to pull all those trees. Bobby, walnuts, right? Like, we're going to pull all the walnuts.
How many black walnuts do you got?
Wait. But seriously,
how many
walnuts you got?
Which I will say, we've got black walnuts on our new farm. There's some pretty good ones.
They're decent.
Anytime you got in the bottoms,
we haven't been up on that timber knob. I'm hopeful that there's some oaks up there too.
I think there are.
So on the one farm, we closed on it. There's $100,000 worth of walnuts. I had Madison go out. Shout out to Madison. If you want somebody to walk your place and give you an evaluation, that's your guy out of Ohio. You can get a hold of any of us. We'll give his number.
Yep.
He walked.
He's in Illinois right now hunting though public land. So
is he?
Yeah. He's trying to kill one.
I can let him kill a deer, but he's got to hook me up on the walnut side. So he went in there and he's like, listen, there's $80,000, $100,000 worth of walnuts in here, and that's if I pull them. So that means I can make a payment and a half, really, right, on this one of the new farms, and get me 2 years down the line, pretty much, just by the crops and the walnuts that are on it. And I make 2 payments for, that's how we're doing it. Yeah. It's not like we're only fansing it and getting.
I wish we were
millions of dollars. Show your feet.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
Got some compliments. My new Crocs are. And my car.
Drive.
Yeah, your Logan was liking
I will say nobody likes your jeans though.
Oh no?
No, they don't like them.
What's the problem? Because they got holes in them.
Yeah, they got holes in them.
Oh well.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
That's what you're gonna do. Well, and the other thing, and obviously the government shutdown is affecting more people. But we've been waiting on our CRP check for over a month and a half now. No CRP checks going out.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have our CRP check in September.
Not that it's in my business. Are the game wardens working?
Well, yeah, because they're state.
Yeah,
Feds
they are. The mailmen are too, right?
Steve, the mailman's putting
mailmen are working.
So I think most of the ones that are required are doing it. Yeah, exactly.
Here's what I was going to tell you. Here's the curveball I was going to throw.
Curveball.
You'll enjoy this because remember Don toted it. But my client shot this 196-inch deer, whatever. Turns out the other day, I haven't told you this is why it's kind of a curveball. Calls me the other day. He's like, hey, that big 3-year-old we agreed to pass? He goes, yeah, my wife shot it last night. It was last light. We couldn't tell what deer it was. I told her to shoot it. We shot it, killed it. Sure enough. And he was 130, like you said, not 150. Like I said, yeah, well, hey, that's the lesson. Don't shoot him at last light. He goes, yeah, well, so I'm thinking we want to sell the farm. Thinking we want to sell it to you. We're going to give you first opportunity.
Dude.
We want to sell it to you for $7,100 an acre.
I kept that. Ray told me that, right? Like Ray just went like, I don't know what to do. I think I might want to sell it. Okay, I want to keep it. He was like, dude, he might want to get rid of it just because of all the drama behind it. And I went, I don't know. I'm staying out of it. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just because he.
What are you saying about Ray?
Because Ray knows the guy. He takes care of his farms and whatever and this and that.
Oh, yeah.
And he just mentioned to me after the whole thing.
Well, this is just like 4 days ago. There's 3-4 days ago.
But the guy had said it to Ray earlier.
Well, because he said his son and his daughter are moving to Western Ohio.
He way overpaid for it to begin with and left all the timber on there.
And so he's trying to sell it to Jared for $600 more an acre than he bought it for.
It took everything. I mean, to like not tell him off right there on the spot. I was like, dude, you understand what you're doing? Like you shot the biggest 3 and 4 on the property, and you want to sell it to me and make a profit.
But somebody's going to push.
But here's the predicament: is like, first of all, it's not worth.
You know how I am with neighbors. Don't get me started.
But it's not worth what he's trying to sell. It's not worth what he bought for it.
I told him. I said, dude, you overpaid for it.
But somebody is going to buy it, and then right now, at least, like you have a fairly he killed the best 4-year-old. He killed the best 3-year-old. But you have access through there, and you at least have a communication happening there. It could get a lot worse.
Yeah, well, that's why I was bummed to hear that he wanted to sell it.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody that doesn't do corn piles want to buy a farm?
Well, Jared does corn piles. It's just
that's the only way you'll ever kill a deer on that farm.
Don't kill the big ones.
100%. Well, I don't think your saga's over yet.
No, that's why I'm buying farms in Illinois.
Yeah, this is only one of how many landowners are there now at your spot?
Well, there's only a handful. There
4 or 5
that border us.
No, out
2.
of that breakup, 2. That big jump. Only 2.
Yeah. Most of them are north,
so they don't even affect you.
No. Well, other than we used to be able to hunt them.
Yeah,
and now we don't at all. But
so here we are, October 30th.
That's where I was gonna go. I was gonna switch gears here.
Just back up.
We're October 30th, right? Tomorrow's Halloween. Man, I was really I think I did share it on Instagram. I was teeing myself up tonight, which I hate.
For tomorrow?
No, for tonight.
Oh,
so 2 years ago, the first year we owned the farm,
Jeremy had a close call with a big 3-year-old the first night. To tell you that.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry to interrupt. He thought about it.
I did. October 30th, first year that we owned the farm, I shot the first buck on our farm, and then we came back and we did a live podcast. Like it was all coming together for tonight.
I think that was right when I was discovering you guys.
Yeah,
you were at
we were at an Airbnb.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That
was the first live I saw.
We were west of London Mills. I don't know where that was, but yeah, we had we did our first live there. Killed that deer. So tonight I'm like walking in. I'm like, deja vu, maybe.
It could have happened, but I'm telling you, Illinois is not till November 1. I mean, if I look back,
we were talking on the way here,
40 years
on our farm. Honestly, I was like, dude, are we early? Like, is it
Illinois is early?
It's the not. No, so I said, are we early? Like to me, I'm like
coming out here. You mean
to me on our farm? It's like the 9th through the 13th.
Well, I just break down Illinois I'm 40.
Logan, what do you think? 6th to the 13th. Yeah.
If you break down Illinois for the last 40 years of hunting it or whatever, right? You have this spot in the first couple weeks of October. If they plant it late, you can get on alfalfa,
green beans,
and a south facing hill where they got the water and it's got shade. Mm-hmm. Those were the deer going to be the first 5 or 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
You can kill one then. And then you can kind of get into them between the 16th and 24th. And that had to do with cameras. Before, if you ever talk to a cool guy in Illinois that killed Pope and Young whitetails back in the 80s and 90s, and now he kills bigger ones, that guy didn't go in the woods till Halloween. Morning of Halloween, and then he hunt balls to the walls till he killed one. Cameras came out, guys that were still doing that with the 31st and the 1st. All of a sudden, the cameras, and then people like, what's whitetail edges? Ben. So somebody like Ben watched them camera 16th to 24th. Those are his favorite days.
Oh yeah.
Kills one in Ohio, rolls over here, smokes one. He kills in 2 weeks. He kills like 6 of them.
Yeah.
Right. And they're all hammers. Those cameras tell you a guy like that will go in.
Well, yeah. Especially with the weather conditions, that big rain front comes through, they crush a scrape.
Yep.
End of story.
Yep. So 16th through 24th, kind of this bar crawl, crops come off, things move, be there. He's been there, kill him. This guy, same type thing. And then it gets really stale, man. From the 26th to the 31st, I've hunted the big lease forever. And all those years of filming, I grinded and hunted and hunted and footage and hunted and hunted. From the 26th to the 31st, never killed a deer except for the year that the full moon was on the 28th. And I went out to prove a point and killed Dave, and went into a thicket, and I knew he'd walk, and a big buck would walk, and I killed him. But other than that 26th to the 31st in Illinois is really stale period, even with outfitters. And every once in a while, you'll have a crazy cold front come in, and it makes them trip out. And you may be here at an outfitter.
Well, what do you think that is, though? Because, I mean, like, if I think about where we're at back home, like, the first does are in estrus 23rd, 24th, 25th.
They just do people hate this word, but they do like a little mini lockdown. And it proves.
So do you think there are does in estrus right now?
21st, I had the first one back here.
I remember you sent it to us. Yeah, banging her right out in
Big
the camera.
10.
Yeah.
Walked around, but he didn't look like he's in a hurry. He didn't look,
because I think he already knew who he needed to be with.
The doe group. That's how I killed him. Was this doe group that lived in this little pasture on my edge with my really close friend that we hunt together and raise these deer together, essentially, with leaving crops. They're looking for those little baby doe groups that have always been there. That comes down to that, like, how many does do you shoot? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. If I can identify that's that group, I'm not killing her.
Yeah.
And she'll just raise all of her little guys there. That's what we experienced tonight. But you have this like little mini lock where they got up on the 21st. I've never seen them breed them. Not that early. Never caught it on camera or whatever. But I know they do it. They just do bar crawl. They find one. They hang out.
Well,
with them.
I mean, that one you sent us on the 21st, I'm like, that's one of the earliest, like, actual like, breeding.
Mature big dude. Yeah. In the beans, not hunted, left alone.
Didn't have to run her probably hard. He probably just was like, yep, this is mine.
Yep. And then this guy come in from the north, come in from Luke's. And when he came in, I went to hunt him that day, and he couldn't have been bedded 100 yards from the camera, stood up, walked straight to me. He had to check these scrapes, and I killed him. And it was the first day he showed up on October 5th from the north. He lives north because all these other bigger deer are down here. But there's this 26th to the 31st that they do like this mini lock. And here's how I can explain that. If the temperatures get down to 32 and they're crispy and we're wound up, they get a little wound up. If not, they find a nice little ridge or a little thicket. They can browse 20 yards in a circle, her and him. She's like, I'm not really ready, but he's defending her off. He knows she's going to be there. And they just kind of hang out on that ridge, and they get their picture taken. The other day, the same 10 was hitting a scrape about every 3 hours, and the doe was in the picture the whole time he hit the scrape. They literally stood up and didn't leave that little ridge, eating acorns, browsing on greenbriers and stuff. And he did that for 2 days. And I put that out there. It got 780,000 views, and people just telling me that I'm a bastard and that I'm an idiot and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm trying to help you, but thanks for making me $150 on my.
Well, it's the geographic thing that's so tough. Cause like for me personally, if I hunt Pennsylvania, the 23rd to the 28th are some of the best days I'll have all year.
I believe.
Like just lights out. I've killed so many big bucks.
Do they have the browse that time? Are the acorns down? Or the
acorns are down? And it's not rut hunting, right? It's purely big weather front. They need to go and crush a scrape.
Okay.
And that's how I kill them.
Are they 5+ or are they okay, 5+? So here's what happened here this year that was specific.
You're not doing any doe stuff. Like at that point, like even if I go back to my cameras, it's not like I saw, like that doe already got bred or it's like nothing has happened yet. Like it is just right before the storm hits.
Here's where the bracket show would have helped this year was we had 3 days of 25-mile-an-hour winds. Every acorn on the planet fell out of the trees. And the deer went, see a green plot, see a beans in the front yard next to the park, and disappeared in the park for 6 days.
Oh, yeah.
That got us to the 22nd, 23rd when I killed him. And they just went like, oh, I'm not eating greens. Now they're going to come back to those greens, those alfalfas, those clovers, those whatever, because they acids their stomach with all those acorns.
Well, they change their diet so fast that their stomach has to adjust to that change from basically summer crops and browse and forbs to acorns, that's a hard change.
I watched them flip like this. That wind came up, wind again.
Yeah,
they're
not gonna eat them. They're on the ground. They're gonna, but
they got excited.
Yeah, and see,
they went in.
We talk about that even like when you first see acorns start dropping, which is basically the time just after they're coming out of velvet.
Yeah.
So like those early red oaks and stuff like that. There's a period there where I'm like especially when they rub out, I'm like, they go under like ground for 7 days.
And guys like to key in on that.
Absolutely.
I mean, that book, they go acorn book.
Yep.
And they go hunt them like that.
And
I'm not the guy.
And I think that I do think that there's something with them of like, hey, I just had like, I'm rubbing this velvet, like things are changing really fast. But I also think it's coinciding with the first acorns are falling, and they're just married to like an oak tree or an oak flat that's dropping.
But you don't see that in North Dakota when you're hunting those velvets, though, because they don't have a lot of oaks, right?
No oaks.
They're still doing the alfalfa.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
they don't have any other choice.
Which is one of my favorite places to go. Alfalfa thickets, riverbend, whatever, and they don't do the acorn thing. You come back here and they go, aliens took them. They'll find the first acorns.
I hate acorn. Acorns are stupid.
I hate
also here's the other biggest thing, and we talked about this a couple podcasts ago, is like at that time period, everybody still has their shit on summer stuff. So
cameras.
Yeah. So you haven't moved your things to the fall range yet. So you're like, all of a sudden my cameras went from on fire to like nothing for a week. Well, that's because everything's shifting. Everything's changing. Acorns are falling. They're moving and you haven't been out there to either move your stand or move your camera to observe this change yet. So it takes a week or so for people to just catch up to that shit.
100%.
There's also acorns are harder to like keep track of, just because like, you know, in Ohio, it's like every tree's an oak. You know what I mean? There's acorns freaking everywhere.
Where you are, Ohio.
Yeah.
Dude, the most acorns I've ever seen was hunting down at like Richie Flowers and something down around like that big Longaberger basket thing on the side of the highway.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember walking up a hill with Jimmy Lee in the morning to go hang a stand in early October. Couldn't walk up the hill because I was on acorns. I was on acorn gravel, and I was like, "This is."
Well, dude, when I was elk hunting this year, like most of the stuff I was hunting was old strip mine, right? But the big ridges that kind of went out, they didn't strip mine, right? Just all the big flats and stuff where they took everything out. So you go out on these ridges, and these elk were actually a lot of times bedded out on the points. It was filthy with acorns, like just insane. It's like, yeah, they didn't have to do anything. They came up and they walked and they just fed that entire ridge the whole way out, and then they went back and they laid their ass back down.
They don't have anywhere to go. That's that mini lock. But dude, literally so many people freaked out. They called me every name in the book on the post, but I was trying to educate them. Like, it's this little mini lock where like, it's not cold enough to have to eat. They can eat and do whatever they want in 20 yards. And they're going to fight everything that comes into them. And there's another big boy 300 yards away doing the same thing. And the little guys in between are ping-ponging back and forth. And you're seeing them hit the scrapes and cameras. And you're like, it's time. It's like, man, not in Illinois. You can get lucky. But if that wind is not constant, like today we had pretty variable.
Yeah.
I told Logan, like, we're going to go, but we're going to go to the diamond, have the winds kind of shut, the windows kind of shut, because it's the day before. It straightens out like tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow will be dead west most of the time.
Killer. And then the next day and the next day, and then it gets cold, like you said. Like it's on. It's November 1st. It's just really flip on strange, Sunday. Man.
Well, and that's kind of where we were at, because it's like we have 3 or 4 mature bucks on camera, and they have done some daylighting here in the last week. Not a lot and not consistent by any means, but it's like they're there, and it's like just a matter of time. Is he going to get up and walk 30 minutes before dark, or is he just going to wait till dark?
It's been interesting to see out here. I would say more so than like back home.
My buddies are liking the pod, by the way.
Cool.
There we go.
Cool.
Yeah, they don't normally watch, but they're like, Sensei approves.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, fun stuff.
It's been interesting to see these 4-year-olds out here just like acting so distinctly different from 3 and 5-year-olds. It seems like the 4-year-olds on our farm, they just get a freaking attitude, and they get up and they want to cover the whole farm.
Walk, man.
And they didn't do it when they were 3, and then when they're 5, they kind of like they figured out, and they're like, okay, I got shot out a couple times when I was 4. So
well, 6.5, right? So the story by him, 6.5. He got killed. He got shot. This is how I met my neighbor. 3-4 years ago.
How'd you meet your
We
mother?
got a shed. We had the shed, right?
It's upstairs.
Upstairs. The neighbor, if anyone watches my stuff, you know about the neighbor, the permission guy that sits on the line that shot the deer last year, didn't recover
every year.
one. Every year. Shot him. That's how I met him. I met him walking up through my thing, tracking the doe October 5th in his sweatpants and then in the front yard with 5 different broadheads. And I'm like, come on, let's go get her. I'm like, where did you go? He's like, I stopped tracking her in the middle of the switchgrass. I'm like, on me? He's like, yep. I'm like, okay, we're going to have a talk. So I took him down there and didn't give up, killed the doe. Week later, I get a phone call. Hey, I shot another one, or a couple weeks later. And I had 7 bucks that came off you down into my bottom. And the biggest one came down and walked across the fence. It came in, I shot his 160s. Well, that shed looks good from the side, right? And I'm like,
that was that year?
Yeah, I'm like, that's the only deer.
He's
that
3.5.
Got, right?
And he ain't 160.
With all the points.
There it is.
Yeah.
Logan to the rescue.
With all the points. So this deer comes rolling over the hill.
Yeah, that deer's 40s though, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would say so. So
I think it's 40s.
This cool deer comes in and he shoots it. I blood trailed all the way through my CRP, but I also didn't let the guy go on my property. That's what started this neighbor can kiss my ass.
Yep.
Right. And it was just like, listen, dude, you can't just shoot these deer. Your stand is right there. You have to back up 60. If I'm not hunting this bottom, please back up. Right. And that was the deal. But I tracked this deer and I never found the dead deer. Never found the arrow, found where he went. Fast forward, I get a picture that year and he's got a big hole in his chest. And I go, I can't wait to kill that deer one day. I'm going to find that freaking arrow. Me and Drake looked for that arrow for an hour and a half in that thing. You could see the giant rage slice or big expandable. Went in, chipped the bone on the one side. The bone was deformed and passed through.
Jeez.
Yeah, pass through. And so anyways, so then fast forward 3 years later or whatever, I kill him, and I hunted him last year.
What I was going to say, what did he do between now?
You were going to bring that home because I said something about the 4-year-olds.
Yeah. Yes.
Running and doing crazy stuff.
Yeah. So when those deer are 3, even 4, whatever, like that could be 4, I could be off a year. They will not sit down. So last year he shot a 4. Then this year he shot a 4. Like those deer, I can't get. I don't know where I was going with it.
That's like I know all of ours too. They just freaking run like crazy.
So 2 things happened. I forget who was saying it, but one of the guys was on your deal was saying that they run themselves so crazy at 4 that 5 they don't really get any bigger. And that's where I was going with this is he never really got any bigger.
Yeah.
Not really.
He didn't blow up.
He didn't blow up like I thought
have we
he
had
would.
any? I mean, we had.
They run themselves ragged. Was it Lee that said it? Who said that they run themselves dead at 4 and they don't blow up 5? And then Lindsay was one of them that said we like to wait till 6 or 7 because by then they're the cock of the walk.
They slow down.
Slow down.
Yep. We had a 3-year-old blow up as a 4-year-old this year.
And I think they do that the most.
And we had a 5 or 6-year-old blow up as a 6 or 7-year-old. He's a hammer. That 4-year-old.
Well, he didn't blow up. You're talking about the 12?
11.
Yeah, I don't think he blew up that much. I
think he did.
I think he was like mid to high 60s last year.
I don't. I think he was 160.
No. He's bigger.
I think he was like low 60s last year.
You guys should wrestle it out.
I think he was 162 and a half.
No way.
And I think he's 170.
He's not that much bigger than he was last year.
I think he's 170.
Are we talking about the one I like?
177 right now.
Which I do think I agree with.
That's what
score.
I thought this one would do.
Yeah.
He just never.
And we don't know what he was the year before.
Yes.
We don't have any.
That's right.
We don't have the history. So
no,
he wasn't wide last year. I bet he was only 15 inches wide last year.
I couldn't believe the jump that he made.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you saying bigger jump? You're saying less than a bigger jump?
I'm saying less. I'm saying less. I thought he went from like 65 to like 75.
He was cool last year. I mean, I tried to talk to you and shoot him with a gun. So like,
and I would have,
and he was cool.
I was going to. Yeah,
he was cool.
He obviously was our number 1 last year.
And then when you went, look at what he did. I went, oh, that's a dream deer.
It's
now he got a history too.
Yeah. He just looked, I mean, I could be off, but he just looks like a 7-year-old deer to me this year.
I don't think he's that old.
You don't.
I don't. I
You think he's 6?
I would assume he was 6.
Or no.
this
You
year.
think he was 4 last year? Because I'll disagree with you if you do.
Right. No, I think that deer, if that's the deer in the CRP.
Yeah.
And you had a couple pictures.
All right, I got pee
That deer
already.
was 5. I think he's 6.
In the
this year.
CRP? What pictures are you talking about?
Didn't you have him on the corner? And I was like, take the muzzleloader today.
Yeah, that's when I saw him in
That's when
person.
you saw him when he was with
We
the
had
dog.
a couple decent pictures of him in the Corn Cove the day that I saw him at Honey Hole.
Yeah, he didn't get up and walk to the Corn Cove.
He did.
That was the day.
Well, he didn't do it that day.
Right, but
A few days
that's
later,
how
he did.
that's how my brain works. Is because it's your. I don't keep up, but I know the pictures of the deer that you were telling me about, and then keeping track of the deer.
Yeah. Well, we thought he was 5.
I don't think
we thought he was 5 last year,
Yeah, I still think he's 6.
and that very
For
well may
sure.
be the case.
I don't think he's over that because I think that deer has the juice. I
do you
think if he squeaks by you guys this year, that deer just goes super freak.
You think so?
Yeah, he's got it.
Mm.
To make the jump he made in the way he made it and not do like what this one did, which just kind of stay here.
Yeah.
The deer's just got that stuff.
Interesting.
That's where he splits his twos.
What do you think?
He
What do you
splits
think of
his
that?
threes.
What do you think of that 4-year-old? That one that followed Jeremy out tonight. You think?
Oh my God.
You think
he's a
he'll keep going?
gagger. Yeah, that one's got it.
Yeah.
Even as a 9.
Jeremy
He's
thinks
got
that Jeremy thinks that deer will go mid-80s next year.
Yeah, well, and that's what I like.
That would be substantial.
But you got to bet on him. Look at Handy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna pass him.
Yeah, look at
regardless.
Handy,
But
like-
mid-80s is a big deer.
But Handy went.
I bet he goes 70s for sure.
Right, but it's cool to wish. I mean, if you're gonna wish 90s.
200.
Yeah. But Handy did that. He had a little hand, and he had like 9 points with a long main beam. And I said that deer, the white coloring is double white patch, whatever. Watch him. He's got the super gene. And all of a sudden, boom, high 70s, boom, 183, and I killed him at 6.
What do you think of that kamikaze deer? So I mean, maybe that.
So I got one just like him, right?
Maybe that fits into your. Maybe he's just an 8-point, and that's just what he is.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a 4 to 5 thing that you're talking about, because he put on. Well, we only have one shed, and he was. What would he have taped out at? Like
46 last year.
Yeah, like mid-40s last year.
I think he's mid-50s this year.
So I got a deer just like that here.
Oh yeah,
that's a big 8-point,
dude.
Last year?
No, this year he's mid-50s.
Mid-50s. 154.
Wow.
When I saw him, because I know this one. This one back here is 148-ish. 150.
I mean, 150 inch 8-point's a big 8-point, but that
he just killed 156
inch
146, 145 inch 8-point, and your deer, because he's got the height, gets him.
He's got 7-inch brows.
Really good brow tines.
Yeah.
You're right.
And he's got really good beams.
He's 55.
He's hammer. He's awesome deer.
55 is an 8. I thought you were nuts last year for not shooting because he was an 8, because he had archery gear, because he did it. And I went, you don't have enough on the wall to be passing 8-pointers like that. That was what I sold you. And you're like, man, he'll be there tomorrow. I'm like,
that deer dodged 2 slugs literally right before then.
So if I'm in your, and I tell you this,
and now we on the farm that he is on both of them.
Yeah, we got you.
When I see 8s like that, like I got, one of them's tagged out because he's Michigan, even though he's living here. Put him on a farm.
His name's Drake. He has a name,
but the Drakester.
But this other 8-point is going to disprove what you're about to say, though, because that thing is a freaking giant.
Which one?
Oh, the other one. No. I have giant 8s, and I've killed 168s. Like I've shot 2 of them that were in the 60s, and they're awesome. What is your destination, or what is your goal for your farm, right? And I think that your really cool journey right now with your Ohio stuff gets you in a really great place. But to me, for this farm,
gets him in a great place.
Yeah, a great place to like talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not necessarily where. I don't think he's landed.
I mean, it's
especially with 3-year-olds.
We're in crisis mode.
Have any of us really landed? I mean, maybe
I have landed. When I got my white beard, I landed that I'm going to live here. I'm going to hunt my 240 acres. I know what I want.
Well, I mean, the Ohio farm is tough in that. Well, the big thing that we had is several years ago, if you would look at this year, Jared's farm compared to several years ago, it's miles above where it was.
He figured out switchgrass.
Well,
he got his dad on it.
The biggest thing was the last 2 years he controlled his uncle's property. Previous to that, he didn't.
Yeah.
This year,
well, all of the above.
This year,
little bits of everything.
But this year, he
still
doesn't
worth
control
more than $500 more an acre.
for sure.
Okay.
This year, he doesn't control the uncle's property. So, what does the future hold? And that's the question. And I mean, not that it's the family farm, so it's not like, hey, well, we've talked about selling it and flipping it.
So, consultant-wise, what I would tell somebody if that happened to them, I would say, you're growing deer now that their fawns are going to be your masterpieces. Okay. Like the ones used to get to travel 2,600 acres. And now you cut it in half. Am I close? 1,000?
I'm not following. What do you mean?
Uncle's property, his property,
2,500.
2,500, 26. So 2,500. Right. And they got to roam all of that. And they had a little free range.
And you know what though? I mean, it's like,
so I think
it wasn't all good habitat.
No, so I think as you're making your habitat better and you shrink it in half, you're raising fawns right now that like Don teaches genetics or whatever. And that goes into the 8-point thing that we talk about is you're raising fawns right now that will know not to leave it. That's what I do here. They know not to leave it. They know to come back on it.
Yeah. I don't know if we're doing that good of a job though.
I think the hardest part with that is, and I mean,
in theory,
it's in
truth too. There is some of that for sure.
Here's the hardest part is like, and
it's inevitable.
I'm not saying it's all of Illinois or anywhere, but it's just where Jared and I have is like, if I look back at like my Kentucky and my Ohio properties, like I had a couple decent deer in Ohio, but like Kentucky, dude, I had literally on 275 acres, I had 5 bucks.
They never get over 4, do they? That's what you were saying.
But none of those deer were over 3. Now I have a 6-year-old this year. He's a piece of shit, but I'll kill him. I sent Jared a buck. I sent Jared a buck that's like on the shit list. But my 4-year-old, so the year I bought, the deer that were 1, this year are 4, and there are some really slammers.
I'm telling you.
But it takes a long freaking time to get there. So
that's a Don Higgins thing. This is where I'm a fan. This is the Don fan, long-term fan, that if he is not getting aliens dropping off high genetic animals into his areas, okay, denied it, whatever, cool. Maybe somebody else is doing it. I don't know. I have been unable to do it. I can get deer to the 70s. I can get 2 of them to the 80s, no matter what their age is.
What are you talking about? Trying to get them 90s and above? Dude, I don't think that's anything. Like the reality is, and here's what social media has just fucked up with us.
Why are you breathing so hard over that?
I'm waiting.
It's damn near impossible. Like,
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
You don't have crazy as it
seems.
How
are they doing it?
Crazy as it fucking seems. Jared's farm almost every year, the deer might only be 3.
Has a ridiculous deer.
He has a 200-inch deer. It just might only be 3, and it needs 2 more years. Yep. Every year. It's like that. This year was a 4-year-old.
So this is what takes us back to Kamikaze and these assholes behind my house.
But there's only so many places. Like, dude, our farm in Illinois, I'm not saying we will never have a 200 on there because there have been 200s in the area. It's possible. But if you said, hey, Jeremy, will you ever have a 200 on your Kentucky farm? No. It doesn't matter if I can get them to 8.5 years old. The genes and everything that they need is just not there to produce a 200-inch deer.
I can't grow it on this 100. I can grow it on my other one next to the preserve. So the new one I bought, there's been 200s killed. I think I can grow one there. I got the food.
If you have the proof, which is there have been 200s there,
right?
You can do it.
Yep.
You know, Jared, I don't know necessarily if there have been 200. Well, I guess 50 Cent was 200. Technically, but like we know we have enough logic to say, okay, if Temptation made it from 4 to 5, he would have been 200.
Yeah,
we get it.
Yeah.
So it's there. This farm that we have over here, even though it's like whatever, however old that picture is that Don shares around, but that's a 200-inch deer, and he's there.
Don.
Other Don, not Higgins. Yeah. So yes, there's potential. But if I look at like where I'm at in Kentucky, probably even where I'm at in Ohio, dude, like. Yes, there are rare breeds of but I don't think anybody has 200-inch deer ever around my place. So like, no, I'm never going to grow one.
Here's the interesting part of what I've been doing over the last 4 or 5 years. So like 5 of my clients, okay, this year, once shutting down their really harsh pattern of hunting and backing them off and giving them food, I have 4 or 5 clients that have 180 and 190 inch 3 and 4 year old deer.
Jesus.
Because they must have these stupid genes, and all they do is back off the stress and back off the food. That's whitetail equity stuff. And it's like, how am I not that lucky? I'm doing it perfect. And you're just had me come in and dance with it, and we got a long-term.
It's just the right place, right
time. And they just go boom, 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 boom. And they're all hunting them right now. And they're giants, dude. And I'm just like, I would have to keep buying farms to have that happen. But that proves it. And
but they're there.
And my guy in Ohio just grew one. 2 years ago, I did a consult in there. I don't think he wants it publicized, but I carved out a Bobby Kendall top food plot, made him flow down the ridge. He killed it 202, 204, like typical.
Magnum
was just some extra stuff. Put him over 200, and like he's like, dude, you deserve all the credit. I'm like, nah, dude, I just made it flow.
Well, see, that's my, and there's a difference, but my beef with, and there are a lot of them with these hunting consultants.
Yes.
Is that they come to your property, they help you set up your property to kill a booner.
Mm-hmm.
There may not be a damn booner on the property. Doesn't exist. Won't exist.
Doesn't make it.
Doesn't make it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like the expectation I have a huge, I'm all for the habitat and the overall view of everything. But if you're going to come into my property and basically say, hey, I'm going to set this up so you kill a giant. Well, giant has to exist before I can kill it.
DNA has to be there. Like you say,
like,
DNA.
Yeah, that's it.
Has to be there.
If there's only 130-inch 5-year-olds on the property, well, guess what? That is all you're going to kill.
He may be a really cool 135-year-old,
but don't be disappointed that you're not killing booners because there just are none.
Yeah,
that's my thought process entirely on Pennsylvania. It's like even on the mountain, like I have some really big deer on the mountain. The odds of me going and killing a 170 plus in Pennsylvania and any of my spots, pretty much zero. They don't exist.
That one that sits behind you told me was PA, right? That you killed.
Yeah.
That deer is as beautiful. I thought it was Kansas until he was like,
biggest buck ever.
Jeremy's killed his ass.
It's the best deer.
He's unbelievable.
I've got 2 deer bigger than him on the mountain this year, but neither of them will gross 170. They'll be 65s. He was 62.
Well, a guy got mad at me on Facebook this week because he sent me a PA deer, told me he's a 160-inch 8-pointer. I went, but he's got 3.5-inch brows. Let's give him 4s. I'm like, his 2s are smaller than his 3s. I get it, man. He's a great deer. He's 52. He's 53. Mm-hmm. I hate to break your heart. No, all day 160s. And I was just not trying to argue with him, but like, man, not real. You know what I mean? And deer, how many percent really do it? So what is the deal? So like, I'm okay.
We talked about that with,
how is Don growing 200 inches? Back to kamikaze though. Back to kamikaze. How's Don doing it without extra super deer genes? Okay. If he says no, it's not right.
Super deer jizz.
I slipped it in there. And then you got all these kamikaze 8s. Like I got them back here, and
there's a lot of them. At the top of the bell curve, a mature whitetail is an 8-point.
Yeah, last year I took off the 143-inch 6-year-old, lived in Millville Farm, had to, so these guys had a chance.
I bet 70% of bucks. I don't care if you're in Iowa or Pennsylvania. 70% of mature bucks will be 8 points.
I believe it, and
that's the facts.
They can get cool. They can get cool,
but they're just 8 points.
Wasn't yours an 8 from Iowa? Wasn't he a base?
Yeah, he was a mainframe 8.
Yeah,
and so you got to bet that deer is going to freak out. where he's going to stay that, maybe split.
And I don't know what he was, as a 3-year-old. He probably was, obviously similar.
He probably had
he maybe had little baby kickers coming out there.
I bet he was still a mainframe 8.
Mainframe.
On this farm here, where you're saying, they top out at
I got 2.
At this. Do you have younger deer that are super,
Dude, I got one that
genetics?
rips through here. That was an 8 by. 8 by was 8 by 7 from the time he was 2 till the time I killed him. He just went burp, 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 just like him. If I owned more than 107 acres,
what did he end up being?
Just in the 70s, 74.
74.
Yeah.
At how
and
old?
He'll go 159, 160.
74 at how old?
He was 5.
5.
He ran the joint. There's no way anybody's passing him. That was my goal for this farm was 5.
Well, that does seem to be, that's a fair point to have that conversation where it's like, dude, 5's not generally as big as they get. I'm not past 5-year-olds either. I'm going to shoot kamikaze, but I've seen what 6, 7, 8-year-olds can do.
It's almost
those are freaking dinosaurs.
I'm not Lukoski.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
None of us are. Yeah.
Well, is besides high fences, Iowa, and maybe some parts of Kansas.
Or just can't. Dude, we tried to kill that deer last year, and we didn't kill him.
But I'm just saying,
and there he is. He's
to methodically think about passing 5-year-old deer to get them to 6 or 7 or 8. Besides parts of Kansas, Iowa, or a high fence, it's just impossible.
On Don's farm, I don't think it's a hard decision because it's like
I don't think Don's killing 6, 7, and 8-year-old bucks.
No, his big one, Smokey or Trump or somebody, was only 4. Yeah. It went against his stuff, but he still killed him. And so those are some of the things that I think a 6-year-old guy just goes, I decided this day. I didn't like nothing changes with Don. Daughters, son-in-laws. Wife, grandkids, legacy, his clients that he really loves that keep hiring him over and over, selling his seed. That's what he's going to do. He's 60-something. He doesn't need to remember all the stuff he says. I remember it because I got a photographic memory. So if I called on him or if I give him smoke, that's the inconsistencies that I get pissed about. I just don't think a 6-year-old cares. I'm 48 and could give a crap about half the stuff.
Yeah. Well, but hang on. I'm just talking about the property, the nature of his property.
I know, but I had to get that out.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But the nature of his property
on a property like that,
I don't think
kills all the 8s.
I don't think but he's not killing 6, 7, and 8-year-old deer.
Is he not?
No. Hell no.
4s and 5s.
Exactly.
All 4 and 5. Really?
Yes.
They just don't make it. And it's a $2 state. And there's too many people hunting.
Interesting.
Like, even though he's in the island,
that for a fact, he's not killing 5, 6-year-olds.
I'm not saying that he hasn't ever killed one, but if you look back
his
at
older stuff that he went kind of all over before he bought a couple pieces or whatever.
Yeah, but that's not on his property.
Yeah, that's not on his property. His stuff, dude, they're making it to 4 at 200 inches, and he's going, that sells me seed, and I want to shoot a 200 incher. He dies.
Yeah, but you would shoot it, right?
Smash it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If it danced at 3 and was 180 and it
dead,
I killed it. I would kill it.
It's dead.
If I got more than one tag, if I went and got my deprivations tags, I'd kill all these 8s out here.
Yeah.
I'd have the greatest time doing it. Happiest guy,
just
whatever.
Smash them all. See, but that's the hard part is like I don't have unfortunately a few of my properties, even the poor ones in Kentucky, I have I would say the 10-point gene. I have more 10 points or bigger on those properties than I have 8 points. But then if I go to
hashtag blessed.
Yeah. If I go to some of the other places, it's, they're almost all 8 points. Like if I go to Ohio, 8-point gene, a couple 10s, but 8 points.
Well, dude, I was going to kind of say as far as some of the younger deer, dude, they get shot. Because even on my Ohio farm that produced apparently 196-inch 4-year-old, all of my 5 and 6-year-old deer are 140-inch 8 and 9 points. All of them.
Listen, you guys are the first ones to ever bring up high grading, ever in common conversation about whitetail deer. Y'all are the first to ever talk about it, and
I don't know about that, but
it's a major problem
for me. You're the first ones that ever talked about it. And I believe Illinois is very much, this farm is very typical. As a driveway goes down, splits both sides,
sure,
goes in, very isolated. There's about 600 acres here. with all the pieces, and then it's fields forever. So this is an isolated little community that goes out and they live in the corn, and then they come back in, and then everybody shoots the shit out of them, and then they come to this 100 and they live right here, and they go out in the big fields and they come back and they're able to survive to get 5, 6. That's the only key to where this farm is. Same one with the other one. I just got to build it.
But like on this farm, you just took Logan out because it's not like you had super
trash
giants
deer or these guys.
There you
so
go.
I either have these. That's what I was saying. I just jumped around. I had a camera out in October 2 years ago, and Luke's got them on camera since. I had a 3-year-old roll through that was like a 9x9, just Mako shark teeth. 157 as this little bitty 3-year-old nothing with split brows. And I went, everything else needs to die. This guy needs a home. This needs
to breed everything.
Yeah, this guy needs a home. And so I think Illinois is very much
needs to get
everything needs to die. So this driveway,
you live here now, little buddy.
Splits these deer. There'll be deer that'll live on both sides of the driveway.
That's
but
what we were just talking about.
And
like small overlaps, but this deer doesn't cross this one.
This deer does not cross until 2 or 3 times he'll be in the field that me and Logan hunted tonight, eating beans, if he already ate the rest of this out. If not, he's north, and he does this gauntlet.
That's just like our 11 or 12 this year. He will cross to go to Corn Cove, but it'll be a couple times. Otherwise, he stays on the other side of the creek. He doesn't cross it. He will not do it.
Isn't that? I mean, that's the part that's amazing to me is that I have trash deer and unbelievable deer on the same farm. And last year, I took out a trash deer, let all these guys go. And then this year, shot a trophy, and the year before that, shot a trophy. But other than that, like you have to be, and you guys talk about a lot, you have to be your own police. You have to be. The government don't care. That other farm's in Peoria County. I got a CWD. I got 2 extra weeks to kill as many deer as I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
If they're the shitty genes.
Right.
Why not?
Well, yeah. I mean, the first year we owned our farm, we killed 3 bucks that were all 5 or 6 under 142 inches. Because you had to, right? Like those are
because we're stoked to do it. You know what I mean? It's like
it was
all your cover was down first year.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about last night. Was that where you hunted?
We're gonna
the
kill
only
them.
Places that the deer had to go.
I do have a little
So here's the wound on him, the antler you're holding.
Oh yeah. Right up front in the shoulder.
Went through. Yep. So it went in front of the lungs. Go ahead.
We were talking about on the way over here. I've got a little bit of
here and here. This deer's right behind
Go
the
ahead.
house.
So here, wait.
I found him real quick. You never find him that quick.
Yeah, it's a slammer.
Maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know.
Let me get one of those banquets. One of these ones here. If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, Logan's gonna grab me one.
Oh, okay. So on the drive over here, we were talking.
This is that 3-year-old that needs a home.
Yeah. Everybody else needs to die.
Yeah, everybody else needs to die.
He's cool.
The first year we had the farm, so two years ago. This is the 3rd season. Didn't really do much with it, right? Like we were putting brassica seed into.
Took what was already there and did what we could. What we had.
Well, not even. We just didn't have time.
We closed on. Like I said, we killed three mature bucks. We had, but that year, sometime in mid to late October, we had what is now we call the Giant 8 show up at night only. We had a buck that has, I don't know, he's got one big brow, but the new property we bought had him last year. This year, like if that deer made it, is like 80s mega. So we had all these other deer plus the 3 mature bucks that Jared and I killed, plus Crazy Horse showed up that year. Like we had all these mature bucks. Last year, they didn't show, right? We had this 11, which was awesome. We had the 10 that was a 9 last year. We're hunting this year. And then we passed like Kamikaze and these other deer. But I'm like, okay, well, it was crop rotation. And in this area, that's a big deal.
Big
right?
deal.
Changes the entire landscape.
100%.
So now we're back on same crop rotation as year 1.
Yeah.
These deer.
Well, we think in theory, they change them every year.
In theory.
There's alternating crops.
The deer,
all around,
like the big 8, this really tall brown tine deer that we believe according to everything we know, are still alive. It seems like these deer should have showed back up, and maybe they will on the new property. We just got 3 cameras out, but on our property, they have not.
They haven't done it here either.
And there's also other deer still missing that I'm like.
So here I have a theory, but also
and we're behind here. These guys will show up this week. There is shit that's going to show up.
Think so.
That's been this property is my temperature gauge for all my other properties in Illinois, because everybody else from the other side has to come in from the west. So I'm really isolated here. Luke's great neighbor, goes all the way up and owns a couple pieces. Everything will come back home.
Let me ask you.
It hasn't happened yet this year.
Let me ask you something. Jeremy and I are planning to leave Tuesday.
What date's that?
Tuesday morning
through Monday.
The 4th or 5th.
Yeah, it's warming up too. So next week,
Jared could drive separate. That's why he's asking you this question.
Well, I have to come home Thursday because we have podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I could turn around and come back immediately.
Kirk's going flying back, and then driving home right by your house.
I could come back immediately, or I could come back later before we go to Kansas.
So my gut is that they've skipped steps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very pattern oriented, just not writing it down, but just waiting for them to do things. They skipped like 2 steps and went straight to breeding. And then they did the bar crawl for only 2 or 3 days is it. Half of them didn't show up for the bar crawl because they did like a macro one, found a couple does. They were early because the does goes by weight a lot of times, right? They're super healthy and fat. I've talked to Bomar and he's like, they are flat out getting it over here. He's like, but some of my deer haven't shown up. And so like everything I'm hearing on all the farms, at the park, on the leases, all the clients, they've skipped steps. They're skipping steps. And I think that they'll be fire till the full moon thing. And
when's that?
That's the 5th.
Full moon's the 5th.
You think they'll be what until the 5th?
I think they'll be fire, especially the 48-hour thing that I always just go with my gut. And
before the 5th.
Yeah. So the 3rd and the 4th. Essentially, I kind of expand it when it's good times. So it's for sure the 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be fire.
You like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
Yeah, because the full moon is on the 5th, but I can't tell. I haven't looked to see if Bill Nye, the science guy weatherman, when they're telling Susie Homemaker at home that the full moon's on the 5th, sometimes it's at 3 a.m. on the 5th, or sometimes it's at 9 p.m. on the 5th.
Well,
so I go from that.
So next week, the Monday is the 3rd, Tuesday's the 4th, Wednesday's the 5th.
Yeah.
So unless we move stuff around, tentatively, I've got to drive home no later than the 5th. But it's going to start warming up. Like,
yeah, they won't care.
You don't think so?
No, they have to. The zombies have to do their stupid stuff. I don't know why.
So you're a big moon guy.
Before it, I do not like the backside. So, like, if I look at every deer,
in terms of like, deer are affected by moon movement.
Something happens to them before the movement, before the full moon,
regardless of like cloud cover and everything.
Regardless of summer, spring.
They just do something.
I just think they pay more attention to the moon. I think the lunar stuff is weird. I don't know why. But I know that if I go to my house right now and on that wall and in my office and whatever, you got a curveball?
No. Mike Lauer says, booyah in the house on the couch.
I texted him.
He said, I was like, I knew you guys would be buddies.
So there's something that happens to them. For sure 24 hours before full moon. But when the weather guy kind of I've never martyred it.
So you think it shuts down on the 6th? Do you think that full moon's gonna shut him down?
No, when it's in a deery period,
don't matter.
Beginning of November, you've got like this 24-hour carryover that the idiots went and walked at like 11 o'clock because of the weird lunar thing that they just had to get up and get antsy. sometimes it carries over to that next day too.
Yeah.
And they just kind of get caught up in the party. Well, it's the guy that doesn't go home after the St. Patty's Day Chicago party. He just goes another, let's go one more round. He just kind of gets caught slipping one more time.
Logan says that's him.
That's him. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm asking because Jeremy's got to drive home Monday night or Tuesday morning.
So if it gets warm on the dark side
through Wednesday morning,
it does. So Monday is the last 50s, and then it goes
mid 60s
on
so
Tuesday.
They don't have
Wednesday.
to eat, right? So Bobby calls them magic X's, right? But they're based off of the same things I look for, same things Mark writes down, Dury writes down, same thing everybody writes down. We all have a different way of communicating it. Me, I'm just like, I'm hunting the first and second for sure. I love the first through the fifth and sixth.
And I will say, it depends on where you're at. At least here in the Midwest, Saturday the 1st.
Saturday, Sunday's banging.
Just always, I don't
30
even know.
degrees, 48 for the high.
Man.
Like,
you just stay out there.
Full mast.
Even if you're walking around standing next to a tree, I just tell people, like, you just have to be there. Just standing there. I'm like, it doesn't.
You think all day sit those days?
I've had this question a lot.
Are you an all-day sitter?
I have done it so many times, but every time I've all day sat, I went into a great spot and it never let up.
So you were in action all day?
Most of the times I've ever killed on my all dayers, it started 9 o'clock. It got really good. 9:30, I was thirsty and hungry because I don't take a satchel or any kind of backpack with me. Whatever I have on me is what I have on me. And so next thing
you're
you know,
saying you stock the pot.
That's such a Chris bracket move. You don't take a pack or nothing.
I take zero. I got a rangefinder here.
Which you fit in your pockets.
Yeah, what do you fit in the pockets then?
I got a rangefinder here, and I got 2 or 3 mints my wife sends me with just in case.
How are you going to survive for the day?
That's what I do. Yeah. So I go in with that discipline, and I just go, F it. Shit's happening.
You go drink your own urine?
Take a Sharpie sign autographs.
Here's the worst part. And everybody that knows dippers out there. So for years, Booyah Bracket had a giant Copenhagen in.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that will get you through the day unless you have to take shit. Well, it would fire that one up too.
So here's the problem with that. Once you have one and you didn't bring a water, you can't take it out because then your mouth will get shitty.
Yeah, you gotta keep refilling.
Yep. So I have one. So you have to keep one in all day, otherwise you.
Did that ever bother deer for you?
No, I killed
a shitload of deer.
All of them would be licking it.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. The only one that they.
What are you chewing over there, Logan?
Zims, I think.
Kayak.
So when I had long cut,
the Temu.
The only one they didn't like was wintergreen.
Yeah, well, I was always I was either a Cope Long or Cope Snuff.
Cope Long, yeah, all day long, yeah, the original stuff. So like,
you don't do that anymore, do you?
No, I quit.
Me too, man. That's tough. This is the toughest thing
I've ever done.
I quit
smoking and just dipping, just straight up that day.
Well, that at the same time was a lot.
Smoking way before, and then dipping was just like one day I just went.
Yeah,
I can't do this anymore. I just saw all the bottles around. I got a hot wife, and I saw these bottles around, and her picking them up and going, rah, rah.
Dude, it took like
and I just went
6 or 7 times for me to quit because every time I'm like, nobody likes a quitter, or like I'd be downstairs in the hunting room and I'd be pulling stuff together, and there'd be like a can just like remnant in a sack, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it was definitely me just going.
Yeah,
I got this hot wife. Why in the hell am I put this on my lip? Like, I see her picking up these things. She doesn't even cuss, doesn't have Facebook, whatever.
I put on like 30 pounds though when I quit.
Yeah, that's gonna be my excuse.
Because I ate.
Yeah, that's
when when you don't have a snuff, you just eat.
Where did we hijack that?
I don't know.
What was the last thing?
I went for it too.
Oh, no, no. What else do you carry in your pockets? For food? Just mints. Mints and a rangefinder.
So like maybe a mint.
But what if you're hungry? Do you have Little Debbie Christmas tree or no?
No, nothing.
No Little Debbie Christmas tree. Logan's calling bullshit.
No calls, no nothing.
No nothing. Are you a caller? Yeah, with your mouth.
Yeah. Just
was that a cat?
It was a cat. That's a little baby cat.
When you were saying earlier upstairs, we burp at them. Like, you actually like burp at them, or like, is that an actual burp that you're pulling up? Really?
Yep. So like today, when that buck come out, he literally looked both ways, and he was going where the little one was, and as loud as I could with 2 windows open, just.
I've never done that. Adam. I could do that though.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I don't know if I could do it.
It's a decision thing. It is not a like, this sounds exact like it, but if you just. Like it's enough.
You can really pull those out, huh?
Yeah, that's really good. I think I'd throw up.
I don't think most people can do that.
Yeah, well, I definitely would throw up or something.
Been practicing. Oh my God, you sound like Booger on Nerds.
I gotta suck one in before I burp one out.
Right at dark tonight, there's these 2 does. There's these 2 does in the cut corn. That was great. Yeah,
they're gonna hear.
What was it, ogre?
They're gonna hear a big round burst.
There's these 2 does in the cut corn, and I'm like, I told him I was like, hey, I'm just gonna like coyote bark at these things.
Yeah.
Well, then once you like put yourself in the position, I'm like, what's that even like? What's that sound?
Oh,
like?
so that's
right. Because then
who's been with me? Who's been with me on my coyotes?
I'm like.
So you have children.
Like,
You've been hanging out.
I don't know what to do now.
You've been hanging out with your kids, dude. The other day, everybody was. Kirk was hunting, and I was there. And when all these deer on me,
you got to clear the field. You got to get in.
As you have to fully psychopath go coyote.
Yeah, I lost.
Like as loud as you can, as fast and scary and loud as you can, because it's not the sound or selling them on the coyote. It's the what in the. Well, it's the fast, loud move right there.
My first move, I started coyote but I ended on owl.
There, what?
I was like, like, and then I was like, wait, what happened? Like, and then I panicked because now I'm like, all right, so now I'm an owl in the tree. What do I do now? And then I just started barking at them, and they eventually left.
Yeah, so me, it
didn't work very good, right?
Well, I hoot out at them like they were turkeys or something, and then I panicked, and then I barked at them, and then they left.
I think you could yell at them. It is about.
Dude, I've done it. I've tried the coyote thing like as loud and as crazy as I can. My deer do this. They're like,
no.
Okay.
Instantly, it's the first part.
I've done it, dude. I've gone all out on them. This is in Ohio. I haven't done it.
You didn't go fully.
Well, no, that's why I went hoot owl. Yeah. I in the midst of like I'm gonna bark at you, I hoot out, and then then I didn't know what to do.
Like,
so that what I did.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
I didn't know what to do after that.
So you got to do that over and over and over as loud as you can get.
And they were already like that wind had them just like super on alert. Like every 3 seconds.
Isn't it interesting that those deer were super on edge tonight? Dude, I had deer, so I didn't push, but I was right on the edge of our timber tonight, and we don't hunt in there, really. Yeah. I had these does downwind. I heard one sneeze first. I was like, oh, deer over here. And then all of a sudden there's 3 mega does, like monster mature does, like 30 yards downwind of me, straight downwind of me. And they smelled me, like absolutely. You know, they pick up their nose and they do the thing, and like they were down there for 30 minutes. I've never seen them know that they smelled a human, but not believe that there could be one in that woodlot.
Welcome to your free passes. Remember last year?
That's exactly what I told Jeremy. I was like, dude, I just got a free pass. Okay, they never blew. They stood there for a half an hour, and they just said,
"See, by the time you came last year, and you didn't get free passes, it's 3 weeks later than now.
Mm-hmm.
After 2 weeks of banging in Illinois." With all the people, you're never getting a free pass unless your farm's like this. You got your free passes that the other people you normally use up by the time you get here.
I didn't expect it.
Sense.
I didn't expect it because I usually don't get any. But
no,
what do you got?
I was just a lot of things. Like I just was catching up.
So every time I've killed one,
we should set some time apart to read through comments.
I've been committed in, and the world never stopped deering, and I just went, I'm here till he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm normally after one. I'm staying till he's dead. I've seen every buck on the farm, and most of the times it happens and kills them.
We need to see how.
But I never go like Tuesday. I'm sitting all day. Never in my life.
Just fill it out.
Yeah.
Well, even this morning, dude. This morning was like it started off really nice. I saw a 3.5-year-old. Didn't see anything after that, but I'm like, it feels right. And then that fog rolled in, and then I'm like, I don't know.
No.
Just feels off then at that point.
So I wish if somebody takes something away from tonight, like hopefully they learn how equity works in farms, right? And they learn how consulting works and the difference between everything. But the other part is like, Yeah, I guess. What would you carry in your pockets if you just took pockets of stuff in?
Mm-hmm.
When I go in, but I flip a switch and go completely insane. I'm here. I hate it. I'm here all day. But I do have electric socks that Tiffany hooked me up with, like back in the day from Cabela's. The little.
What is the reason that you don't just bring a pack though? Because like I have enough pockets to carry my things, but it's just more of a like I don't want to have them on my legs and all.
Man, I am just such a
Kamikaze.
Which one's that at? Where's
Our
that?
Southeast Road, the one that we just pointed at that's Combs.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
On the new one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 5-year-old 8-point.
It's exactly like the idiot back here.
Mid-50s.
Mid-50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
54.
That was 940.
So
we're talking about you carrying things in your pockets.
Sorry, I got distracted by Big Deer.
So I have a couple calls. I just been putting this bone. You guys are friends with the Bone Boss guy, right?
Who?
No.
Uh-uh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Bone Boss guy sent me a bunch of stuff. Little bitty plastic call I put in my pocket the other day. When I called it this guy, he came in, was hanging out, and I just hit him 3 times. Knew he was there. Put it away.
There's your guy,
he went back to sniffing. Did his thing. Came over and looked, and I killed him.
I think that's a new deer.
No, that's your deer that you saw last night.
And
then, it is. It's just a different angle on him,
right?
Yeah. What's going on with his left tooth there? Sorry.
So
Chris.
normally I got
bladed.
Some
call
milkweeds and a call. Okay.
You bring a drink like a water? No water.
No. Just
how do you don't hydrate?
Nope.
Do you pee out of the stand?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Somebody wrote us on Instagram.
I've killed most. This is my new thing since my back's so bad.
What, just
tennis
like
shoes?
laying back?
Yeah, tennis shoes.
Somebody wrote us tonight on Instagram, and they were like, "Hey, like I'm hunting whatever the next week. Like I really need to know, like, should I pee in a bottle or pee out of the stand?" I was like, "I've already peed 3 times tonight. If that helps you, like,
and you're the science guy.
Yeah,
so
I've always done.
I heard a long time ago, 24 hours, it turns into ammonia.
No, Jared pees in his coffee mug and then he drinks out of it. So you could also do that.
Yeah,
and I pee in my scrapes.
It's so tangy at the end of the day.
Oh, by the way, I got a challenge for you.
Okay.
My diamond guy wants you guys to put a diamond blind to the test.
Okay.
He's got one for the farm.
I'll take one.
Cool. Right on.
Bring it up maybe even next week.
Sweet.
Run it up. We're gonna try to do a run.
We got a new farm to put one on.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I got a trailer to put one on too.
So that's what he sent. So that's what he sent me is that.
That's cool.
I don't know if I've seen
the way I got hooked up with Diamond was.
What are they, diamond blinds?
Diamond blinds.
Can I look them up?
Out of Missouri. All custom stuff.
I need some new. I need some new ones like on my other places.
Nice. Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
Diamond blinds.
Like the difference. They're a little more expensive.
Dude, you want to know something? I was hunting out of a.
Okay.
I got some muddies on our farm, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Bought them with my own money. Freaking expensive. What were those, like $2,500 a piece on it? That was a discount.
The muddies?
Yeah.
No, like $3,200.
$3,200 a piece.
That's them. Yeah, that's
Dude,
badass.
custom windows. So you got 32 windows now because we did a hybrid, nice. And then we did the ones in the back, but they're completely blacked out.
Do they come with the like platform too, or what's
Yep, they'll come with all treated. Everything goes together. Built by the Amish in Missouri.
Yeah,
they go together.
There, but I'm just kidding.
Different Amish, different family.
Yeah. Which one? Yeah,
Corn Pals and
they like catfish. They like catfish.
Yeah, I like that. That's a cool.
Yeah, and so that's the stacked different one. That was the original. So the way I got hooked up with them was Joel.
I like this for bow windows.
Joe brought me around and he said, I need somebody that's been in all these different blinds to help me like make it like perfect for bow hunter, right? Mm-hmm. And a gun guy, like you're both. So what we came up with this little hybrid window system. This one back here has got like 4 bangers in the front that are like 32s, but they got black things that roll down. And I've got one on the new farm that's all walnut inside and like super custom.
Whoa.
And he's got like these windows that swing by pulling this back here. So I can have them shut and then pull them and they swing open. They're unbelievable. So you can go like crazy. You can go gun windows, whatever. I got one back here that's got solar on it. It's got a blue light for your pins.
What?
And then it's got a light in it. And then you can charge your phone and everything in there.
Yeah.
But the new ones have these hybrid windows and then guns in the back, but everything's blacked out. So you roll the felt up and put it all. But the reason that we hooked up was he's like, I custom build these tell me what you want. So the first one I did, I blacked out the back, and I only wanted to hunt right here because I really
like
like
a
that.
180.
And then I realized that's stupid because they're so dark with the felt over roll ups. I didn't need to do that. So the next ones, I never did that. So I've got this custom down here, and I always want to see out of the back just every once in a while.
Yeah.
And now I don't do it. So the other ones have the black windows. The cool part is like they're 32 inches, and he wants you guys to put them there so we can continue to keep making them better. I tried to get Bomar to help us design because he wanted to film out of a horizontal one.
Sure. And shoot out of a vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he wanted all horizontal so he could self-film and kill out of it.
Yeah.
So we were going to do that way. And then
it's a big deal. It's hard filming out of horizontal or vertical windows.
It is.
Yeah.
The cool part is this, the way they are is it flips into a panel, so they disappear completely. So like today we had 2 windows open to shoot, 4 windows open to see. Banger. So anyways, Joel says he wants to get you one so you guys can help me just continue to make them better.
Cool.
He's already bringing a load up next week. So like I think we can fit 5 or 6 on a trailer. So like if anybody else in the area, Central Illinois, wants one, he's already dropping one off to somebody.
How many go on a trailer?
Like 6. I think 6.
So if we pull a new load to Ohio, we need 6 of them.
He would just make a deadhead to
What do you
Ohio.
mean?
He delivers
What do
them
you mean?
himself.
If we put them on our farms,
we need a load of 6 blinds.
There's one going here.
I just bought a farm. I can afford 6 blinds.
And then
I heard he's gonna give us a deal.
Yeah. Well, you guys can become a dealer too.
Yeah. Cool. What do they run? What's the MSRP on this?
Like 43.
Whoa.
So
it's out there.
The quality between that 35, 36 stuff, that's all over, and that 40s with the platform and with the stuff.
Well, I will say what I was going to say earlier is that whatever I paid for that muddy blind, like, dude, I've seen people like open windows with deer.
No way.
There's no
freaking way.
Well, dude, I sit with a horizontal open. That's where the kid's crossbow usually sits. And then if I have my bow in there, like if we're in an area where dad's deer's coming in, then I have one vertical open.
What is Josh hunting at? He hunting at a rednecks?
Josh has like 50 different blinds
because he locks them in.
Can we try to sell that farm, and I'll tell you about the blinds. So he's got.
Somebody asked earlier if it's sold. Hey, Chris is selling.
No, we've got 2 people scheduled.
Not far from us in Illinois. You guys should buy it.
It's a
reasonable price too. What do you that
7,400 an acre or something?
1-1.
Everything's set. 1-1 right now for 100 and what did I say? 143, 146 says 143. 143.
How can people get a hold of you if they want to buy it?
Just
go to a website or something.
Just DM me, Chris Brackett, or
go to your Instagram.
Just look up land.com on
it's
Knox
on Land
County.
watch and stuff, right?
Yeah, Land Watch, or Facebook or wherever. But 1.1. I planted all the plots. The blinds that are on there, everything from the 360 stays. What's the super duper scent free one that the guys make? They're like $6,000
a blind,
and they're ugly looking. But Bomar has one on this one set.
Set up Banks?
No, these
Grizzly?
This is some crazy name.
Never heard of
Somebody's gonna know it, and it's ugly as sin.
Mike Lauer said Banks. I agree, Mike. That's what I went to.
Mike Lauer also says, dude, this YouTube chat is fucking awesome. He said we're having a blast. We haven't even read it yet.
No, I got that too. I got a bunch of those too.
What,
I need this every night, they said.
What is
no, dude, it's like it's like a name of like I should just freaking text.
We don't know. I don't know.
It's some like
I don't know.
Tsunami, like it's some crazy word that means I don't know. I'm not a science guy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But it's a big blind. It's a nice blind.
Whatever. It's a nice blind.
100% scent free. They guarantee
built in
it.
ozonics, melts your face off on the inside.
They guarantee it.
Bill Winky special.
Yeah,
he's got the 360 on one, and then
just windows closed, 4 ozonics units running. Just
face melter. What else? But I was able to grow, so I was able
Shadow
to grow.
Hunter.
No,
those are cheap. Are they still in business?
No, somebody knows this.
I don't know.
Scent free. It's gonna come up.
We should have learned that earlier. Yeah, if you don't know, just Google it.
Anybody know? Anybody know out there what we're talking about?
It's a crazy
$6,000 box blind. I don't know if that's for our audience. We usually build 2x4 stands.
Truth.
I put a bail blind on
What
it.
is this it?
How do you pronounce it with an A?
Whoa. Anosmia.
Anosmia blind.
It sounds like I'm going to throw up in it. Anosmia.
Yeah. So they're like scent free. So it's like a 6 gram blind or whatever, and it's there. He's got a couple other ones. But
That's
man,
it?
It's a banger farm. Yeah. Look at the stuff on the outside.
It just looks like fucking canvas.
I know.
Wouldn't it, in theory, not be hard to build a scent-free blind? Just lock it in.
Listen, I sent Joel here last week when he came to visit, and we did some. We put up the blinds at the new 88.
Mm-hmm.
Banging blinds at the 88. The new walnut one and the other one. While he's here, I'm like, yo, you need to buy a tag. We're on 8-pointer patrol. Get your butt down there. The wind's completely.
Well, I just realized, we got to get you in some Predator.
Dude, I'm so ready.
I told you they make big boy sizes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I got to have my shopping
We should have brought you out some.
Yeah, you just tell us.
Yeah.
We'll get it. We know, guy.
I'm excited.
Sorry.
What's
I noticed
that
he
for?
was wearing, and you get distracted there. Sorry.
Well, actually, I just made that comment. I'm like, yo, I need to order some, but I'll probably be tagged out before I need to freaking wear it. Because I'm trying not to hunt right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let Kirk get a big boy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Drake's already got his. Sure, Logan will get
Logan
off
looks
work.
like he needs one.
Logan's into the biggest, ugliest, fattest deer on the planet. That's what he
I thought you were
wants
going
to
to say
show.
women at first.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna
He was already done. He's like,
I'm not going to go there.
biggest, fattest, ugliest women he can find.
Deer.
Yeah,
that he
it's
can
the
find.
challenge ahead of us. Right? Yeah.
And so I was able to grow soybeans on Bomar's farm.
Is that where we? Sorry, is that
for
where we
the
left
first
it? Right,
No,
right.
wait. Here's a rumor. Did you plant soybeans where Josh didn't want you to plant soybeans?
I did. I did. But then in hindsight,
Yeah,
that was a good idea.
that was a good idea.
Well, it was the trust thing. We talked about it. He didn't trust me.
we talked about this. It was good.
We did talk about
The
it.
trust was he hired you to plant something and you planted something else.
He wanted it like this, and I said, "Well, if I got beans left over,
What-
they're going to get over here." So
what
they
you
can get
told me
browse.
was like, listen, if you wanted my help, you're gonna get my help whether you want it or not.
Yep. And by the end
You
of
wanted
the season,
you wanted me to plant soybeans. I'm gonna plant all of your food plots. And
when
what
I
wanna
showed up
plant
with
them in.
when I showed up with a drill, he's like, "Are you sure about this?" And I go,
I'm sure about it.
this." So we planted with a drill. The only one that didn't come in was the spot we put in that's way back. I just don't think it got enough sunlight. But everything else is just
Put your shoe down,
out.
people. Mike Lauer's having a seizure.
Oh, sorry. I
uh,
get a twitching mechanism there.
balling out. Right. So that was the first time he ever went. So you're telling me we can drill these in? I go, yeah, brother. So the cool part about Josh
Drill
is
what in?
just Nebraska's. He
Yeah.
is still old fashioned.
He just broadcasts.
He broadcasts, rolls them in. Lots of hard
Sometimes
work.
that's okay though.
It's my favorite way. I still love the smell of the dirt and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I explained that to him, like, man, there's a lot of
Thank
times because he doesn't have any time.
No.
And so he couldn't believe, like, we can just put this in. I'm like, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
We get this rain, we're good. So it came in great. So the cool part is that he realized that I wasn't blowing any smoke. Like, if I'm coming to help you, I'm coming to help you.
I'm gonna make it right.
And he's like, you know more than I thought you did. Like, there's just been this really great relationship.
You're smarter
built.
than you look, is what he
Smarter than I
meant.
look. That's what he meant.
Yeah. But he said it in a nicer
He said it in a
way.
nicer way. So which led me to, hey man, I got these Iowa farms. I got the kids under, I got the young kids right now, whatever. I don't need to be traveling back and forth and whatever. Let's buy a bigger farm in the future, like even together or whatever. And so he's like, let's list this.
Yep.
So it's over there by where Logan's at, East Galesburg, Knox County. It's a banger. You go in right now and kill. There's like 4 or 5 deer that are in the high 50s, 160, 5-6-year-old deer walking the food plots like idiots right now. But Bomar, he wants to kill 200 inchers.
Yeah.
He's not coming over here to kill a
that's not on his
155,
radar.
160, 5 or 6-year-old, and they're just walking around like crazy. Like, I really think somebody should just come in, buy it, big earnest money, get early access, kill these big deer and close on it. Give him time to do a 1031. That's what I think.
Do you know we got a drill sponsor?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we picked up RTP Outdoors.
They're the original.
Was the original.
Yeah.
Right. The original Genesis.
Yep.
Drill. And so, they had they're going through some things or had gone through some things. And, but they're the original manufacturer of the Genesis drills. And so we've been talking with those guys. They're out of Missouri, and been talking with those guys. And obviously just with what we're doing from a, summer food plot side, as well as just wanting to not have to till if we don't have to. Drills have been a critical thing. So Jared's been renting a drill from the county.
Well, and honestly, for us, it's a
client killed tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Illinois property.
That's a stud.
Nice.
Yeah, super
Nice.
big deer.
For us, it's the inconvenience of having to
100%.
spray prior to a disc.
Yep.
I always used to have to, even in Ohio, I'm like, I have to go out and spray, and then, okay, now I got to come back 2 weeks later and turn this thing over and do what I got to do. Whereas, sorry, I'm hearing that plane outside.
Yes, this is a plane. Yeah, it's Peoria Airport.
And so when we come out here, it's like if we can nuke and drill in the same pass, or have you guys help us out with whatever, it's gonna be.
And I bought one of those shitty
cool.
Tar Rivers, which frankly has done the job for 3 years now on my Kentucky farm.
Yeah, we talked about
but
that.
it has to be like perfect soil
yeah.
conditions. Like Skip always yells at me because he's like, you shouldn't be drilling when the soil's moist. You need to be drilling when it's dry. And I'm like, well, I can't. My drill won't get through.
I ain't got time, Skip. I don't have time.
My drill won't go through dry ground. Sorry.
I had a realization when I was discing, when I got that disc working there, and I was like, oh, dude, this dirt is freaking hard. Like, there's no drill that's going to get through that.
So you got a couple things,
it's concrete.
Right? And that's what I was telling you is like, you got the compaction element, then you've got the dry point, you've got this really, really rich soil that when it has the clay element to it, just locks in and becomes a concrete. Yeah. So I'm a fan of the drill. If conditions are perfect, you can no-till. A really big fan of just hitting it with a light disc and then doing it.
Yeah, lights
it's
out.
like 100%.
Yeah, lights out.
If you can just hit it with a little disc,
dude, I will say,
put in
the green stuff that I put in, a couple weeks ago.
Late.
Yep.
Late.
But it was rye.
Right.
It's like, I don't know.
Not great.
I mean, not like, yeah.
It could also be because they could be hammering it.
They aren't hammering it, I don't think.
Just didn't grow.
Well, it's there. It's germinated. Dude, stuff out here surprises me. It's like we'll be
That's
like
what Kirk said.
We'll be like, it's a failure. It's just not doing well. And then I'll come back like 3 weeks later. I'm like, this looks amazing. It's like it'll come out of nowhere. So I don't know. There's definitely, I don't know what kind of cereal grain was in that mix, but it's there. It's there.
Where did we put it?
I put it, in the weak spots at North.
Yeah.
That's the one that I've seen.
So that I would say that property, that area, because of all the foxtail and all the stuff and whatever, I would just say that you do not have the extra pop it needs to get up 2 or 3 inches. That comes down to that unlocking the lime unlocking, being able to. It'd blow your mind if you were able to put that lime and that fert down.
Yeah,
with
but
it.
It's a cereal grain. I mean, it's like
I understand that.
I've never seen it not be this much in 3-4 weeks. We
had 70 plus days without an inch of rain.
Yeah, but not since I put that down. It rained shortly after.
But realize that doesn't matter. The day we got rain, the half inch, full blown wind. The wind dried the stuff out. So if it germinates, it doesn't keep coming. It's not magic.
Well, I think that's what happened. I mean, it's like it didn't have a lot of rain, and it's there. It's coming.
Dude, it just had to do with the most extreme conditions ever. And when I find extreme conditions like that, I have to go super heavy in the lime, super heavy in the fertilizer. Doesn't matter what the pH is. Doesn't matter what that is. I got to put it in with it because I got to get it up.
Dude, you got to come over and see that CRP that we hit in like March, April.
Yeah.
You'll be like, holy cow. Like, dude, that stuff is like 8 foot tall, 8 foot tall.
Big Indian,
blue.
Big blue.
Mm-hmm. There's still a little bit of foxtail in there. We're going to have to hit it again, I think, for cool season. So next year we'll hit it with gly and quinclorac later on and stuff, and just keep at it, but it looks awesome.
What do you got? What do you got on the comments?
Yeah, let's turn to that. Let's hit that for a little bit.
I peed before we started. I'm dehydrated. You should see me when I stay in a stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't take anything with you. That's it.
My wife.
Okay.
My
well,
wife. Hey,
My
look,
wife said, "I'm a camel."
Logan, I will do
I'm a
one of this
camel.
if you don't mind.
Okay.
Another banquet if you don't mind.
All right. Let me get back to comments. I'll just try to go through.
Chris needs one too, I think.
No.
Yeah, he does. Little Sunny D. Oh yeah.
Sunny D, cranberry.
All right. Let's see here.
What was in there? Is that vodka?
Did that one?
Maybe.
Tito's.
Little
Tito's,
Tito's.
yeah.
Little Tito's. So Brad Smith killed a hammer tonight.
Nice.
That's like a 300-pound deer.
And, I don't.
So this was interesting.
This is a sensitive one for Jared and I don't know if we. I guess. So CJ asked, not the CJ. CJ asked if we would touch base on why we left whitetail.
Well,
properties?
Yeah.
Well, it just has to do with your lifestyle.
It's not touchy. I mean, it
has to do with your lifestyle.
It has to do
they
with,
are definitely the certain.
No, it
way.
has to do with money.
Here's the thing.
What it has to do with.
From a lifestyle perspective, we are whitetail properties agents. In theory, if I could go out there,
well,
and
in
sell,
hindsight, I'm not so locked in on that statement.
I understand
in
what
hindsight,
you're saying.
we are passionate about whitetail proproperties, not the brand, but
the
properties
land developing.
Yeah. Everything we've talked about.
In theory, that was what
they're
we
trying to
do.
not let my my trademarks go through. They can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Today.
Good luck. So basis was we had Western Pennsylvania as a territory. The reality is that people don't give a shit about deer hunting properties from a I want to buy and develop and do all this stuff. And
not like here.
Not like most places.
Right.
So and the other thing was, as whitetail properties, we were not getting the things that we're selling in our area, which were custom homes on acreage. So essentially, Karen has a giant home on 50 acres. She doesn't think of it as a deer hunting property. She thinks it as a ranch or a equestrian property. So us as whitetail properties, we wouldn't even get the call.
No.
So the brand that we were paying a lot of money for was hurting us more than it was helping.
It was pigeonholing us.
Yep.
Yeah. So essentially, that was the main reason that we left, is that our territory, we weren't living in South Central Iowa. Our territory was not conducive to selling property as whitetail properties. So we left and we went under Keller Williams and created our own sub brand.
That was the reason. So we felt we could create our own brand under a Keller Williams brokerage that would be more beneficial to us in the market that we were.
You literally saw an opportunity with homesteads and acreage as being what you wanted to do, and we're going to crush it.
Yeah.
And you did it.
Yeah.
But you couldn't pull it off.
And we needed the freedom under another brokerage.
Yeah, you had to have the freedom.
That's it.
100%. Well, just like we're not even in the MLS. We are so sniper-esque with our sales.
Yeah. And that's state by state. You know what I mean? So
and that was a big one for
our
us.
broker in Pennsylvania that said, hey, no, you can't be, we are not willing to be a part of the MLS, you know?
And so if we had a house on the land, we were doing our sellers an injustice.
Yep.
Because they needed to be on the MLS because, no offense to all the real estate agents out there, most are extremely lazy. And so unless they get a ping because they set it up for their client, they don't look at anything. So the only reason they get that is because in the MLS, we put it all in, it goes into the system pings them and says, hey, that's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath on 5+ acres. Yeah, I've got a client that wants to look at it.
Oh boy.
So
thanks, sir.
I think that's the long and short of it.
Yeah.
Other details, potentially, but not to be discussed right now.
You gotta fit in. You gotta fit in where you're at. You gotta be happy. Yeah. If you're not happy at your job, doesn't mean quit it, but hey, you got a little banquet there.
Oh, thanks, sir.
If you don't like
tip of the hat,
if you don't like your job, you can go get another different job.
Okay, so here that ties in the next question, and I guess Jared is not in this, but would be, how did we get into the property aspect of things? Essentially, like what got us into property aspect, property management, etc. So, okay, here's a great question. You mentioned earlier,
I lost everything.
You grew up poor,
yeah,
right? You had nothing.
Yeah.
So I assume you didn't own land.
We didn't own land. We couldn't keep our lights on. My mom tried, even to keep their lights on.
So what clicked in Chris Brackett's head of like, I want to have property and I want to manage property?
So I never thought I could have it, even through superstardom, making money, 50, 60 grand a year, even 100 grand a year. But I never thought I could own land ever. It wasn't until I fell and then got back up and went, hold on a second.
How long ago was the...
So the deer incident was like 10 years ago.
Okay. Sorry, I was drinking.
Eight plus years ago was the sit out.
Okay. 8+ years ago was the sit out.
Fourth deer season. So 4th deer season, 3 before that. So 8 was when I was indicted.
Okay. So in 2021, you were back in play?
Yeah, and I killed the 2 180s that year, and then Dave and the other one.
Is that the one you came to him in 2021? Is that when you went and met Chris Brackett and he opened the freezer? And
that was
like
before we killed
2 180s?
Yeah, the 2 180s were in the freezer. Well, I'll let you
was
hold
that the year?
Wolverine.
No, it was the first year we had the farm. So it would have been 2 years ago.
23.
We're in the 3rd year now.
So it would have been 2023.
I would have had them sitting there. I would have
been 2023.
I
I remember they were in the freezer.
Yeah.
I went over and you're like, oh, we were hanging out, and we were like, went out to the
freezer.
Come
back here.
Check this out.
2 180s. What up?
Well, because you were like, I don't know if you guys are legit. Like, come to my place.
Yeah.
Was that how it went? I can't remember exactly.
No, it was funny because Kirk would send me clips of you guys, and it was when he had his long hair, and I've told you this before. that Kirk would be like, I hate this guy.
He had the man bun. He man bun.
Had a man bun. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty long. And Kirk was sending like, I don't know why. I hate this guy. And I'm like, he's a Pennsylvania guy. He's your buddy. And he would send him to me. It was probably your gun showing.
Yeah. That's why Brackett that's why Bomar gets angry. Is sometimes Jared's biceps look bigger than his, and he can't handle that shit.
So Kirk would send me these funny clips and go, I don't know, man. There's just something about this guy. And Kirk's listening to this. He's at home right now.
I'm like, is there something I could do to work on that? He's like, no, just your face. Again, you're killing it.
I mean, the man bun would help if you got rid of that. But yes.
So he would send them, but it was your character. Like and it was just merely he had no clue who the heck the podcast was or whatever. He's like, this guy drives me nuts, and it's your questioning.
I get it.
And that's what led me to talk about you guys. And then we would send clips back and forth. And then you sent me a message, or I sent you a message.
I messaged you.
You messaged me.
Yeah.
And I made him because Waddell and everybody else had blown me up for this story. So Keepers, everybody wanted to do a story.
I don't even think I asked about like this story to cover. I'm like, hey, dude, it would just be cool to have you on.
You didn't, but I was already jaded.
Yeah.
So Matt Drury was going to have me on. And Mark at the last minute, me driving down to St. Louis, and I've been friends with him for 20 years, said, absolutely not. Chris Brackett's not coming here. Matt had to call me on my way down there, and I've been pissed at them ever since. I was like, okay. So I was jaded about that. Only happened like a month before you called me and a couple other things. And it just happened like that. It was like all these people wanted to, I don't know, they could have truly helped with my success or comeback or whatever, or kept me in the game. They could have employed me. They could have helped me. They didn't. So when you got a hold of me, I was like, I'm going to make them dance a little bit. And so I gave you a funny
brackety response.
Yeah. And you went.
You were like, you know how many people want me to be on their thing?
Well, it was more like, so what? Oh no, I asked you if you're a believer. And I was asked like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you made out of? Like, why you or whatever. Right. Yeah, and that was the deal. Why? Well, kind of why you guys.
Right.
And you were like, well, this is why I'm headed out there. And I go, come to my house. And then we were off to the
I was like, okay.
And I showed up and I'm like, you're there. And
we made it happen.
And the cool part, the part that our relationship where I was like, I like this guy. Whereas you went, slow this down for a second. Look around. Like we're here, dude. Thanks for having me. Like you slowed the game down. Like you did what I love to do, and you did it. And I was like, I like this guy. I don't care if Kirk doesn't like him. No, I'm just kidding.
It's cool. I think about it to this day. I was like, dude, it's cool. It's cool that we're friends. Like just the way that it happened.
Slowed the game down, and I went, I could like this guy a lot. Bromance.
Yeah.
Like I just.
Dude, I remember when when that was all happening, when you
Yeah.
were getting in trouble and stuff, Jeremy and I were in Kansas with Jeremy's other business partner stuff. I distinctly remember standing in the parking lot of the Blue Stem Lodge in Eureka, Kansas, being like, this dude's
Oh,
life is over.
My God.
Like I can't believe that this, like, it was
But that's
just
a great cue up for
Yeah.
why I bought land.
Yeah.
So through all that, I was dating a girl in North Carolina. Thought I'd be living in North Carolina. That was over. The family made sure that was over. I couldn't leave the state, so that was a good deal. Got in trouble, pled guilty to everything, took the heat, paid the fine, whatever. But I was literally, man, selling stuff that I owned to live. And through all that, I met up with the love of my life, my wife, and she hadn't dated anybody the whole time that we had been broken up for a couple of years, and I was just out being famous and doing cool stuff. And we got back together and got married, and then she owned this original 60 acres her dad left her. And that comes down to that equity. This piece came up in front of here, and a guy I knew that was in a different tax bracket but wanted to help me said, I got money that I need to spend right now. Otherwise, I'm going to have to give it away to the government. And I was like, that exists? I remember thinking, like, I couldn't keep my lights on as a kid. You have to spend money? And so he's like, yeah, here's a letter of proof of funds. Go to the auction. And Jody went and bid the auction. And she won the auction for this 35. This house, there was a lady living in it. And so the guy's like, yeah, pay me 5%, 6%. Next year, when
was that Kirk or another guy?
Another guy. That was before I even met Kirk. Kirk started as a client. Most of my best friends have started as clients.
Yep.
So another guy, I no longer talk to him.
Who's that?
The guy that helped me with this. Just a hard relationship there. Like just a hard relationship when it was like he had more money than me. I don't really care about money. I care about opportunity. I care about friendship. And it was just a really hard relationship where I felt like talked down to a couple times. And I just went like, this isn't good for me. I'm gonna freak out. And so that relationship just ended. But we bought this from him with the percentage. He was the bank. He held it for a year.
Which is great.
Which is great. He made money. He prolonged his 1031. He took the crop payment
so he
off
got
of
interest.
He got interest. So he made full amount when we took it over.
No-brainer.
And we just needed, I needed a year to get money coming in and Jody, so we could leverage the equity.
Yeah.
So we took it over. He made money. And then all of a sudden, the lady in this house, she says, I'm going to sell.
And what did she own?
She owned this and half that ditch outside. So it was like an acre and a half.
Yep.
And this house. And so we're like,
no brainer.
We got to buy it. She knew that. Well, one of the other agents, one of the real estate agents knew it. So we had to overpay for this sucker. So we overpaid for this. But what it gave me half that ditch out there.
Which gave you the pond eventually.
So then I bought this for $150,000, which is.
That's a good deal.
And so it was completely gutted. Nothing was in here. So I put
hired Jackie Moon.
hired Jackie, Danny, and Jackie Moon's brother.
He doesn't know we call him that.
Brother.
Hopefully he's seen the movie.
He'll love it.
Yeah.
No, but he'll just love
Jackie Moon, baby.
So
Jackie Moon, baby.
Where's it
Jackie
from?
Moon.
The basketball?
Yeah. That was Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Jackie
What
Moon.
is that movie called? What is it? Yeah, Tropical. Tropic.
Not Tropic
That's
Thunder.
the name of the
one
team.
Semi-pro.
No, that's the name of the team. Semi-pro. Yeah. They are the Tropics, though.
Yeah,
the Tropics.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder was
Jackie Moon, baby.
Was the one where Robert Downey Jr. had to dress up as a black guy.
Yeah,
that's a great movie. That too.
By the way, that's a good one.
And Ben Stiller had to act like the retard. Yeah, that's all. That movie get canceled today.
You never go full retard.
You can't make that.
You never go full retard.
So bought this, took out a line. So now with all the equity, took out a line, built a pond, redid this entire
thing. What the
thing.
pond? Do you mind sharing what the pond cost?
No, we do it every day.
What it cost?
So this pond, 1 acre with removal of about 40 or 50 big trees and burnt them and then stacked some of them was 20.
That's a deal.
Today it would be 25 to 27 for us to do.
I just valued the one in Greene County out by us. It's a half-acre pond.
Yeah.
I valued it at 45.
And
It adds so much to the property.
Do you guys have lots of clay there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
so
that's why I dug a pond in my backyard.
yeah. So everything was clay here. The ditch was already here, and 20 acres of runoff is out in the field. And people go, runoff, it'll be muddy. No, these things are coming in, going through the underlying systems and holding the dirt. So you get clean water here, great runoff. You need 20 acres for every acre, right? So the new property I bought, I'm doing a 14-acre lake on.
So you need 20 times 14?
Yes.
In theory.
So I have 350 acres of beautiful runoff from the fields.
Because you have no like natural spring fed, right?
No natural springs.
See, that's where we have I have I have underground springs, but then I also have a natural spring into my pond.
Oh yeah, because you guys have that because
we have mountains.
So now you can tap the aquifer here.
Yeah.
So we have the greatest aquifer in Peoria, Illinois. Do
you tap that as like a well pump?
Yes. So down in Woodford County, Marshall County, down in the ditches, you can tap them and they have artesian wells, right? So you can tap a well here and fill a pond. Like where we're sitting, you can tap a well and do a pond. That's how we do our duck stuff. So right now, Herman Brothers is, dude, I think we're 50 lakes behind.
Wow.
And they just did 20 of them in the last month. Like we're building them as fast as we can build them.
I mean, it's a weird.
We do the fish stuff.
That's the thing I was gonna say. It's weird. So like mine is like quarter acre, maybe a little bigger than a quarter acre. Natural springs coming in. And so in April last year, I put $1,500 in trout in, which was a lot.
Yeah.
It's like 220 pounds. It was awesome. From April till 4th of July.
Yeah,
and then they started to die in July. But this year I called them right away because I was like, even after all they died, like we had a blast. It was the most fun I've had with my kids in a long time.
Need more trout, bring them over.
Yeah, so I called him and I was like, hey, can I get them in January? He's like, we don't do 2026 yet. I was like, damn it. He's like, well, do you want them sooner? I'm like, well, we've been in a drought, but I'm filling back up. So I was like almost 3 feet low after this drought. I'm back up. Actually, we just got a bunch of rain. I'm probably full at this point. I was like, well, could you bring them in December? He's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm like, no brainer, dude. So that way you get a 50-degree day in January. Guess what? We go fishing.
We did $80,000 worth of fish this week delivering.
Wow.
In a couple days.
So they have their own hatchery?
We do. We have our own hatcheries. We have 50 ponds, just a giant goose ranch. One day, if we ever all kill out and we go take a tour, our fisheries at Herman Brothers Fishery will blow
shit, man.
your mind. And we'll load you up with feed. So we run Triton feed, and we have 3 different pellets, and we sell just everything. And I say we because like the Herman Brothers and like the Herman Brothers, we would all look the same. We're all 6 foot something, hairy, brown hair, whatever. So me and my wife run the real estate side, and then we've got excavating, we got the construction, just all of it. But the fish side is so fascinating, and it is taking off. Like I just put smallmouth, stripers, a big load of Titan largemouth in here, and then $700-800 worth of trout. But I didn't get any palominos this round.
Really? No palominos?
No, I got to ask the guys. I just think they brought them over. I don't think they had them yet.
Well, dude, what's crazy about mine is so like all those trout died, and so like we were busy. I think I have like 3 because we didn't stock anything else. Like so, we caught 3 largemouth, we caught 2 or 3 crappie, we caught 3 perch, and so they're in there supposedly.
Yeah.
But the other thing is like before I got the trout, I stocked like 100,000 fatheads.
That's the key.
The trout annihilated them, right? After when the trout started to die, I put another. Dude, I'm not kidding. I bet I have 1 million fatheads in that pond.
That's
like if you walk down on the dock, it is just fathead minnows as far as you could see.
So you just not have the fish in there to eat them?
Yeah, there's no fish in there to eat them. So I'm gonna put the fish in there. Like I'm gonna put the trout in there, and they're gonna eat them.
Logan's loud out there.
Yeah, it's him and Jared. What do you expect?
Oh yeah.
One has to talk louder than the other.
Who's eating the fish?
Nothing. I mean, there should be 3 largemouth, 3 crappies, and 2 or 3 perch in there.
That's the best thing that you can do. That was the first thing I did. So if anybody digs a pond, you get 2 or 3 foot in the bottom. Yeah. Put as many fatheads.
Yeah.
like purebred
was
fatheads
yep.
and purebred shiners in there.
Yep.
To get them start going.
Yeah, you gotta forage.
The shiners and the fatheads rub their head on like wood or structure in there, and then they spawn. And then when you put your hybrids and your bluegills in, they explode.
Well, and that was the hardest part because like I thought, because I was like, whatever. I spent $1,000 on fathead minnows. Well, under 65 degrees, they don't reproduce.
Right.
So like the trout went in and just
smoked them.
We would catch a trout and get it up on the dock and it would just vomit.
Puke it out.
Yeah. Like, so it was like, okay. But then once we had the new ones in there and got above 65 degrees, then it was like, there were no trout to eat them and just an explosion. Because they were reproduced, I think I saw like 11 times a year.
Yeah.
Fathead minnows.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like insane.
Well, they're your biggest they're the key to success in your pond. If guys want their largemouth, they'll just back a truck in and they'll put thousands of pounds or hundreds of pounds of flatheads in, and then all the fish will explode in frenzy and go crazy and gain a pound.
Is it true that the fatheads eat minnows? Like you'll have eat mosquitoes. Like they'll have like a lot less mosquitoes around if you have put fatheads in.
Yeah, they're gonna eat larvae and everything else in the water.
The smaller stuff.
Not EHD, but
no. So we bought this house, did the 100,000 line, did the pond, finished this, Airbnb'd it, did 38,000 a year on the Airbnb, paid this note.
Is that standard? Is that like what you can expect to do? That's a lot of money.
We're in the middle of nowhere, right? $350 a night is what we did. Now we're going to live here, so it's off the market. But they could fish. They had to throw them all back, and we didn't do anything fancy with here. But we had 4 rooms, slept 10 if you wanted to sleep kids on the couch.
From an Airbnb side,
and so that's another part of the equity that like I tell clients, I'm like, yo, you can build a cabin here on skids, not pay taxes on the skids, and then go ahead and Airbnb that experience. But I would say it's an experience mile off the highway. In the middle of nowhere, everybody went, who's going to stay there? Well, from frickin' April to whatever, I got ball teams staying here. Peoria is one of the largest places for disc golf.
Yeah.
Like you get everything. Solar people came.
Is it somewhat hands-on? I mean, it's like, it seems like it wouldn't be a fit for like Jeremy and I on the house.
I mean, mine is that I have a company that makes money and I rent it to that company. Yeah. That's the bypass for me.
I just had my wife.
Oh wow!
Is her job to take care of her mom.
Mm-hmm.
It's her deal. That's her job. We bonded and got married over our love for our mothers.
Mm-hmm.
So her job is to take care of her mother and clean this flipping place.
Yep.
And sometimes it's awesome, and sometimes it's miserable, like the TV. Way to go, Bill.
Well, you can't clean that.
No, you can't clean that.
Can you clean cracks out of a TV?
No,
Buck, you can't.
No.
We can say that now. We're under contract.
Yeah. So the out of 3 or 4 years, we only had a couple bad guests.
Yeah.
So we sat.
But you still have to clean it. You have to wash.
So you guys did it yourself.
Yeah. So
there's still something there.
So she would do that once or twice a week. It was great. Her mom would come out here and she'd help. She would help a little stuff, and then.
But that can be good income every month, right?
It was great. So that's an extra price on that Airbnb, and then that was her little. That was her little.
Yeah.
Her little.
So I think probably would not be a fit for our as much as it would. Or as nice as it would be to make some extra, cash on that on the off season. I see people walking up and through the bean field and
I only had 2 people out of 4 years that went past the Mosquentis.
Yeah.
And one of them was the last solar guy, and it was like October or no. So,
I would have caught his ass in a wolf trap.
October 3rd or 4th or whatever, and there's a guy right at dusk walking my green brick road through my stuff.
Just checking it out.
And camera went off, and I'm like, Jody, you got to call. He's like, oh yeah, he won't happen again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because
how do you not walk back there though?
Yeah, but yours is pretty cut and dry. Like it's clear where to go and where not to go. Ours is like it's a little more central.
Yeah, they're just poking around.
Well, we only did in the off season, which goes back to Don's stuff, which is like, don't go in the sanctuary.
What do you think of the house? Or you think we don't know?
Has he seen the inside?
Yeah,
I don't want to ask you on.
I've been in.
I don't want to ask you on the podcast.
When we went and talked the big.
What you spent?
He took all those.
Yeah.
We asked him if he would leave some of the.
I don't think he meant to. I think she
Hey,
He left us like a 1-year-old 3-point shed.
Hey, what if you went and put a bunch on his spoonies on an account?
Oh, dude! I mean, I wanted the drop tine sheds, and I wanted the
that's the one.
I sent you those pictures.
I wanted the
the
189 point on the wall, which I think he did kill. So maybe I get, but like that was like, oh my god!
I don't think he cared. I think she just said to the movers, get all the stuff out.
So, dude, we just were poking around today because it's like we have freedom now.
Yeah.
That dude was a serious trapper.
Big time trapper.
Like you go into these buildings and it's like wall to wall traps.
Yeah.
Wall to wall
stretchers.
Stretchers, traps.
In the buildings now?
Left it all.
Freaking like wolf traps, dude. Like
there you go, Drake.
Like mega dude.
I mean, the trapper.
Dude, stretchers from everything from muskrats to freaking coyotes, dude. I'm talking hundreds of stretchers.
He's got old tackle boxes full of like hardware and stuff. He's got snares wound up. He's got like
I got the whole
15
scenario
live
for you.
traps.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Drake needs a place to live.
Like long term?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What is your deal, Drake? Are you staying here, or not to put you on the spot, but like, is there an end of your? is it an internship or employment or? Yeah, you're currently employed.
So you're staying
by
in
Herman
Illinois.
Brothers?
You're not going back to Michigan.
You get down here, killed 140-inch, just like 6-year-old.
Can you mow grass? Then we got a place to live for you.
Things are sounding up for you.
See, I told you.
Well, honestly, we enjoyed having Carl there because there was somebody there.
Kept it running.
He mowed the grass, made sure pipes didn't break and stuff. And so I'm interested in having somebody in the house.
So Jackie Moon's about to remodel some.
So I kidnapped him from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, kid, if you want to learn everything. He's like, well, I tried nursing, school and whatever. And I just don't think that's for me or whatever. And I literally went, I'm not kidding. If you're in the truck when I leave Jason Young's place or whatever, I will teach you everything I know. I don't have kids, and
I'll adopt you.
You'll become family or whatever. And he just got in the truck and he went home to visit his mom and dad and his brother. Brother's having a baby and stuff and whatever. But he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going home. Like, it's just a different, like, this is what he wants. Whitetails and big stuff and whatever. And Jody loves having him around. He's made a couple friends. And
there you go.
I mean, he's working for Herman Brothers, dude. Like, he'll be digging the ponds and working on excavators and whatever and fish. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, imagine being 20, dude.
Yeah. I remember it.
Just showing up and going, I'll sleep wherever.
I'm here.
Whatever.
Here for it.
Where do you want me to hunt? Like, just go over there. Shoot whatever you want to mount. Okay. I just shot a giant.
Done.
Yeah.
Done deal.
That's cool, man. We could probably work something out. We're not going to Airbnb it, so we can.
So, as far as we know, nobody died in it either. So that's a plus.
So we have like this exactly. Like we have this wood paneling or whatever.
Yep. Yeah.
Whole house though.
Yeah.
And old flooring. So we're going to redo the flooring. On this stuff here, we want just like more of an updated.
So Jackie Moon did the inside of the barn. You haven't seen it, right?
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Inside of the barn. He did all inside the barn.
Beautiful.
And he did everything upstairs. Him, Danny, and then, God, why do I forget Jackie's Mike
Moon.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike Moon, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, big Mike. How rough was this upstairs?
As rough as it gets. This was all
really,
even this floor. This was all pet stuff. This was dog poopy everywhere.
Yeah.
This room wasn't here. That bathroom wasn't here. These rooms weren't here. Like all walls, all everything. I went from drop ceiling to this. Of course, it's not. We didn't finish there.
Right.
These lights are on. These lights are on their own. And then upstairs, my favorite room is that pine.
Yeah.
That's just walnut stained, dark stained pine. I love it. That's what I'm going to do essentially on whatever room I turn here into studio office or whatever I do.
Cool.
That's my favorite room up there. Is I call it the mom's room. It's blue. It's like my mom never really got to stay, but on the headboard side, that's pine.
Yeah.
Stained, and then that wall on this side.
It's cool because like that house is like fundamentally it's solid.
Same
so
as this.
It's just aesthetics.
It's all aesthetics.
Yeah. So we're talking about like,
and they're good with rough ideas, and they can ask Jackie Moon about Danny Borland. So he's my original cameraman, one of my best friends on the planet. We don't work together anymore. So he's playing golf and do whatever. But He's a great designer. You know who's one of the best designers that would be happy to just help is Herman's.
Yeah.
Like if you took a tour of the cabins, they're really good with making stuff pretty, but like kind of inexpensive, but rustic.
Honestly, I thought Jeremy and I in about 5 or 10 minutes today, we had some pretty good ideas.
We covered it up.
What we talked about, and
like shiplap white stuff with pine stained. It's just wood.
Here was our idea, because this is that wood, whatever you call that, is like the entire lower level of the house, and we're like, it's a lot, make it feels older. It looks nice down here, like tied with everything else that's more modern. But
this was as fast as we could do it.
Is that what we're gonna do? What I'm gonna propose is that we like essentially mud that, like to fill in the creases. So instead of putting drywall over, just freaking mud it up and paint it. So it's just a flat surface. Yeah. Not here, but at our house.
Yeah, like fill in the gaps with like just a light coat of mud.
No?
Sand and flush.
Why not?
No. That's your guy.
What'll crack?
The mud will crack?
Well, so when you pull this off, you just have to find what you got.
Well, there's not. I'm sure if we pull it off, it's probably studs.
I figured studs and insulation is what's under it. I assume.
Did we just hire Logan?
He'll do it. He ain't scared. What do we got for comments?
Do you do drywall? Logan does drywall.
I like it. That's it.
There you go.
Right. This was a good
one. Let's do comments.
This was a good one because I know a lot of people have asked, mainly because there's not a lot of content. So people have asked, and Chris, you can't chime in yet, but you will, is our Predator breakdown of what we're wearing on stuff. So like this morning, I know that we had base layers on, but we had is it thermal grid? Is that what the hoodie and the pants are?
I think so. It's the base layer. Thermal base layer. Yeah.
Yep. And then I had my old high plains suit on.
So in fairness, I always wear this is, and I said I gotta get a new set because my armpit holes are about this big by now. But so I wear a base layer this time of year under almost everything. And on top of that, I'm wearing that thermal grid layer. And then
what are you wearing for pants?
It's the Alpine pant.
Alpine pant.
I believe so.
Probably with that layer.
Not the super light pant, but I think it's the Alpine pant. And I'm still in the spring green.
Yeah, and I'm wearing,
honestly, and I think that's the move through November 1st.
I think it depends on where you're at. If you're in oaks and things like that, like in timber, yes. But like even today, I could see myself, like I had a lot of skylight behind me.
Did you?
And I wouldn't have been good in green.
Everywhere I've been so far is green.
Yeah. You all right,
Mike?
Lauer.
Booyah's on the couch.
Yeah. So I've actually I wore brown deception today, but I don't know if tomorrow morning I will. Saturday, I'm going to be wearing the new Vantage X in fall brown. I'll wear my heavy stuff because it's going to be cold that day.
Yep.
In case we have to sit longer.
Well, you saw I brought mine. I was genuinely torn because I really like the spring green. For like a lot of our farm is still really green, but I don't have as many like heavier layers in that just because like we're still sorting it out here. But so I'll shift to the fall brown here probably like November 1st. I'll go full on with all that stuff.
Something that got me wound up when I was researching, when I was sniffing around Predator the other day, I went to the website. Tell me about the bibs. It looked banging.
They're nice.
Those are the ambush bibs.
Yeah, they're super heavy.
I have them.
Super heavy or like medium heavy?
Like late season heavy.
Yep.
Yeah.
A good set of bibs that's quiet.
Yep.
It would be comparable.
It's
comparable to like a Fanatic from Sitka.
Oh, I can't afford that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
They're blue, so I don't think.
Yeah, but those ambush ones are like $1.99 versus Fanatic at like $700.
Yeah,
I know.
A good set of overalls like that, balling.
They're super nice. I have a pair.
And I think I don't know if they have it or we're bringing it back, but they had what was called the ambush vest.
I'm a super vest guy.
So what they did was they, without our input, looked at a few items. They're like, well, we don't sell as many of these. So they pull them off. And then we got together and we're like, no, that's your best thing.
Yeah.
So next year they'll bring back that.
If you go vest over that, I could dang near wear that all year because I'm hot blooded.
Well, dude, we wear.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times I'll wear my base.
I've barely even worn a jacket so far this year.
I'll wear my base thermal Like I just wear Under Armour 3.0 and I'll wear that vest and I'm good.
Dude, I'll give this to listeners. Like I'm a little warm blooded too. To this day, so far this season, I haven't worn more than my regular base layers, the thermal grid layer, which is usually what I wear into the stand, and the Alpine suit.
Jacket.
That's the heaviest I've gone as.
I haven't made it out of Savannah.
20-year-old
Savannah.
Yeah.
20-year-old.
Just hasn't been cold enough yet.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the other reason, like, when I said they're on mini lockdown and everybody's freaking out, you're like, dude, they can live in this room right here and eat everything they want.
Somebody asked, what's the Illinois monster we were talking about last podcast? I assume is that the 12?
Before I forget, because I will forget again. For some reason, it just crossed my mind. We should tell people to check out the Why Whitetails film.
I had a bunch of people texting me. I haven't watched it yet at all.
Me neither.
But I had a bunch of people texting me like, you guys were fantastic. I'm like,
what is it? I don't know about
it. So Hoyt did, and it's been a long time coming. And the guys would be cool with us. So, you know, I thought for a while there, Hoyt was very, very much like, if you thought whitetails, you thought Hoyt from a bow hunting side.
Mm-hmm.
And then
still my first bow. I killed big deer with.
I think it drifted away from that a little bit, maybe to like the adventure, the Western aspect of it. Yeah, I mean, they're in Salt Lake City.
Shorter.
Right? So I would say...
they're making a whitetail journey back.
Yeah, because, I mean, and we've told them straight up, like, from an optics side, Matthews owned whitetail.
100%.
Like, they did.
Man, dude, still.
But if you look, when you talk to the actual numbers guys, Hoyt crushes everybody. Everybody.
Dude, but Hoyt, when they had a Havoc, right? Havoc, the Defiant XT, all this stuff, they had me. They had everybody then. They dominated. It was right before Catches If You Can.
Yeah.
But I shot all of those Hoyts. They had Realtree. What was that pattern? Fall foliage.
Probably.
And then they had the laminated limbs. It was unbelievable. I mean, they were dominated at that point. And I think they did go Western, and then hopefully they come back.
Well, but see, the thing is from a sales cycle side, from like an actual how many bows you sell, they still dominated the whitetail states. But from an optics standpoint, and this was the conversation we had with them, from an optics standpoint, Matthews owned whitetail. Even though Hoyt from a number side owned, like Pennsylvania is Hoyt. Is Hoyt.
Really?
But from an optics side, you would think that in the last few years, Matthews is like, they're the whitetail guy. And I'm not saying Matthews makes great bows and they sell a lot of bows. They do.
Speaking of whitetail guy. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, not that guy.
Hey, everybody.
Not that guy.
I do want to ask you, you really think all those deer, or a lot of them, are high fence?
I don't know. I don't think anything's.
The last one he kills a freaking giant.
Listen.
Because you're right. You said me that. So I was like, holy cows.
If I killed it like a 240 or 250, I would for sure at least have hero shots and trail cameras.
You killed a 240?
Bro, that deer is at least.
The last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a monster.
And
where's he from?
Nobody can find out where he's from. Nobody knows his last name. Nobody knows. You can't comment on anything because he blocks you.
Yeah, that's a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he couldn't see it the other day. He thought it was the 10-pointer. He didn't have his glasses on. This guy, I am so entertained. He blocked me years ago or whatever.
He did.
Oh, for sure. You can't comment on.
Were you rallying
page.
up some shit?
No, I didn't even comment.
I wrote him. I said you were a big fan.
I was a big fan. I think he's hilarious, man. He's there to entertain.
Let me see that.
Is that it?
He's there to entertain.
Huh?
He's there to entertain.
Let me see that. He's
just there to entertain. Like, I get it. Like, I wasn't hating on him.
That's a man.
This guy smoking. Is that a fag he's hanging out of his mouth there?
Let me see.
Little lucky strike. That's just smoking cigs.
Interesting.
All those days.
How does that overlap though? Because he's like, his thing is he's running like 300 cameras over
260.
Yeah.
6
because he gives an update every day, right?
He does midday updates.
Yeah.
Midday.
He says, "Hey, everybody." He says he's not
But we don't know
Drake.
anything about him.
He says he's not about entertainment, but the dude is
What's his
the
name?
funniest guy on the internet except for
He
Bradley.
just goes by the whitetail.
The whitetail guy. No one knows his last name. No one knows where he lives.
Why do you say he's funny? Is he funny because like
He's just a character.
Drake,
like he's
do the
actually
one with
funny?
the antlers. Pull up the one with the antlers.
Is
I
he-
can't see him. Otherwise, I'd show you.
Is he actually funny, or is he like trying to be serious and we just are laughing at him?
He's trying to be a
playing up
character.
now. Now
Yeah.
he's a character.
He's a
He
character.
started out really low, and he started out helping people. And he said
Is he
there
from
wasn't
the
a lot.
South?
No.
No,
He sounds Southern to me.
no, he's not. He's
Southern?
either. I personally think he's Indiana, Wisconsin. But there's like this whole mystery to him. I literally have friends trying to find out who the cat is because none of it adds up, and I'm just entertained by the cat.
Is that not disclosed? Like, does he not just say
No.
I'm from so and so?
No,
Oh.
Dude, you don't even know his last name.
Play that out loud.
Let me here. Come show your face and give it to
Yeah, just do it,
my
Drake.
man here.
Here.
Hey everybody, it's your daily game report. Let's start out with this. Gotta grind them. 30, 45 seconds. Don't just sound like you gotta hit them.
There's no way that
I'm
guy's
blocked.
killing 200 inches.
I'm blocked. I can't even see him.
There's no way.
get blocked? What did you do?
I didn't do nothing. Oh, the other day I did it live and said, "Hey everybody, hey everybody." It was just me. It's just me.
There's no way that guy's killing 200-inch deer. Unless it's like he's
I don't want to start. I don't want to start
or-
another Don thing, but dude,
There's no way.
No, he's got like 10 of them over 200 inches. He's got more 200 inches than Bomar. He's got more 200 inches than Bomar.
Is he in Iowa?
No, he did a radio show the other day in Iowa, but he went to there from somewhere.
I could just ask him. I could hit him on Instagram.
You wrote him
He's
the other
your
day.
friend.
He
I can't
responded.
message him.
He just wrote me one time. He just said I'm too busy.
He's too busy for you, dumbass.
He said I'm too
Yeah,
famous.
you
You
asshole.
stupid son
You
of a
piece of
bitch.
shit.
He's too busy whitetail.
Why would I
running.
talk
I
to
said,
He
hey,
did
I wrote him. I
87.
said, hey, Brackett's a fan.
He did
If
87.
you want to come on the podcast, and when he killed that deer, I said, congratulations. If your schedule's freed up now, we'd love to have
Yeah,
you.
you got a tech field. Except for
He-
we
he
don't know what
goes,
state it's in.
Yeah.
We don't know what state it's in. But yeah, you asshole. He did 87 podcast. He did 87 consults. He don't have time for you.
I was doing the consults too.
Oh, as many as he can do.
Somebody just
Interesting.
wrote and said, this guy actually kills giants. He just killed a 200.
Of course, he killed a
I said,
200.
cool. Where's he from?
Get a personal endorsement.
Was
from
it free range?
So and so.
Colton says, I don't know who he is, but I've been watching him on TikTok. Laugh out loud.
He's everywhere.
Nice.
He's a phenomenon.
I see him when you send me his stuff.
Dude, he's the
in my-
whitetail guy.
He's not in my algorithm.
Listen.
yet, but-
I want one of those hats. It's got his face in a W logo on his hat, wearing his own face in his logo on his own head. I love that. You have to own that to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
that.
That's a Chris Brackett move right there.
Dude, I would never wear my own face.
Nope. Come on.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Even if they sold that shirt at Walmart.
No.
Did
No.
you watch that Netflix Ed Gein Monsters thing?
Me and Jody watched it.
Fucked up.
Really?
Whoa.
I
I want
mean,
one of
that-
the chairs.
Dude, that dude played an amazing role, though.
That dude was
off the charts.
I mean, but I still think of the scene where Opie got beat to death in
Don't give us any spoiler
the
alerts.
gang one.
Yeah, the biker thing.
Yeah, I can't get him out
Yeah.
of there, even though he
I know.
played an
I get it.
incredible-
But he played an unbelievable role.
Wisconsin, dude, that was one of the coolest scary movies
wow,
ever.
man.
I don't like evil stuff, but
Can you imagine, like, in the
But because
that
it
was
was
what
true story.
1950s?
yeah, I think maybe even a little bit earlier.
Like, can you imagine, like, back then? Because, like, no social media, so no, like, real time feeds. Like, there's just a dude out there doing that shit.
And he only got caught because he killed the mother of the.
Well, if you look at the like story thing
I
of
said
it,
spoiler alerts.
they,
It's a story
What
that
do you mean?
happened
I
in the
thought you were
50s.
done.
It's true.
Not done. Not
what do you
done.
mean you're not done?
I'm not done. I haven't finished it yet.
I'm like, dude, we
Oh
talked
my
about it like a week
gosh.
ago.
Well, we closed for the season, so now Margie's home all the time. I can't watch it with Margie. Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, it's a real story. Don't
this
look
is
it
not,
up.
This
or we
is not a
won't tell you.
spoiler. He of all the things that you see through that, because I won't spoil anything. He really was only confirmed to kill 2 people.
That's right. The rest of them were out of the ground.
The other, well, they don't know.
They don't know.
Oh, Well, that's fine then, right?
We'll see.
I'm pretty much. I'm that far. I'm.
You have to have all kinds of information by now on that
I
guy.
don't know. Let me see.
I'm at the part where he's doing the first necrophilia.
Okay, Colton
stuff.
says whitetail guy claims to have 260 cameras.
Yep.
Gives an update and now rut report.
Oh, yeah.
Seems pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah, every day, every morning's on what's the word? On fire.
On his most recent
evenings are half and
video,
half.
he says he has cameras in Illinois, Iowa, Ohio,
This is every
Missouri,
day.
Indiana, and Virginia.
Every day. Every day he says this. It's the same one every day.
I'm not positive from watching multiple videos, but I'm assuming he's from Indiana.
I think he is too.
But he has farms in Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana. That's more farms than we have.
Well, they're all leases.
Well, I mean, dude, it's hard to kill a 200-inch deer on a lease, right?
Well, I don't. I
in
smell
today's
something.
era,
Trust me. I just told you guys, I control thousands of acres and can't grow on over 180 inches. But they're not my deer.
Mike says, not Mike Lauer, different Mike. His Facebook says he's from Davenport, Iowa. Seems pretty legit.
No.
All you have to do.
No,
is go
I'm
to
already
his Facebook page.
I'm already deeper than that.
Your
His
balls deep.
website says Davenport, Iowa.
Okay.
That is not where he's from. But they also have this scrape thing where you can order now and get it next year. I think it's a money grab.
Scrape order what?
Only scrapes.
Now.
Yeah.
But I don't get it till next year?
Yeah, but it's an infused rope vacuum pack that his son sells. He's a 15-year.
Sounds like a
He's
Redman
a
deal.
15. He's a 15.
What's he out there jerking off bucks?
Bro,
Jerking off bucks in a yeah, and then selling it next year.
Huh?
It's not a bad gig. Listen, I will say this. I worked at the Penn State deer pens. When they came to do artificial insemination, I collected every doe's piss in a Gatorade bottle, and that shit was fucking prime.
Fire. I used to take
Prime.
I used to take out
right out
from
of the vajay.
S&P's deer scent.
Jeremy's over there.
I would go there and tap my own stuff.
They're like, you don't really need the buck, right?
I would tap my own stuff and I would take as much as I could and I would throw a whole.
I know, me too, dude.
It's awesome.
Dude, I would go because I would get that at like whatever mid-November. Well, the bow season ended like right after, so it was really first day of rifle when I used it. And I just take that Gatorade bottle and just.
I think my favorite part of the Don Higgins podcast is when they told us how they got the bucks to jerk off and the thing.
You got him. You got his face red.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They stick the vibrators in there.
Oh yeah.
When he was making it a
Massage
little
the
more
prostate.
graphic than Don wanted to go,
Mhm.
and Don's face turned red.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, the cedars in the does, because everybody's like, well, how do you collect it? Right? It's you put a cedar in the doe, so they all synchronize in estrus at the same time. That's how you do it.
Jared, stop wearing your wife's jeans.
Yeah, they're not happy about
They're
those pants.
They
dude.
really don't like the jeans.
They
huh?
don't like.
I didn't realize
them.
they were so offensive.
I'm trying to be pretty, pretty understandable here, but like nobody
man.
else. Okay, I'm just gonna flip through some more here. Okay, let's see here.
So last week I did do a live, and I just literally said because the deer skipped phases, I called them. I just literally told anybody, if you see a whitetail expert telling you what they're going to do, he's full of crap because they've skipped too many, and I don't think they're going to do anything until November 1.
Hey, everybody.
Which is Saturday.
Everybody. Yeah.
So soon.
Does he have a shirt that says that?
No, but he has hats and stuff.
I got to get one of those. Hey,
With a
everybody.
W.
Wearing it now.
No, he's our entertainment every day.
I know. I enjoy when you send those to me.
I mean, he's having a great time. Like, I'm not saying I'm better. Dude's funny. He's trying to be funny, and I'm watching.
Yeah.
And I'm
We're here
watching.
for it.
And if you're killing them and you're not showing them and you're just talking about you're here to help them, help me, bro. Help
We're
me
here for
kill
it.
big deer.
Save us all.
We did have a slight binge here, which I always laugh at. Is they asked basically why working class talk shit on us all the time.
Well, I had
I don't
working class to my studio.
Does
when
or
I-
did?
They says it does, and then some other people said that they don't as much. But I was like, I thought we
think they do.
liked those guys.
Well, they don't like me.
No?
No, they came to my
Well, yeah,
castle.
they don't like poachers.
Yeah. Well, they
That's
came
what
to
they
my,
said.
The faster somebody can hate you,
That's what they
That's
said.
what they said.
the faster that somebody can hate you, you become their competition. Okay. So these guys all came to my studio, Castle Kill. Gave them a lot of stuff, took my time with them.
When was this?
Years ago?
This is when they first started.
Not so you were
Long time ago,
not
like
in the penalty
long-
box.
7, 8 years ago,
Never.
probably.
I was on top.
You're on top.
They came. I was nice with
You're on
them.
top.
We
They were
all
on bottom.
friends.
I get it.
I was on top. We were all acquaintances. They came. I was giving stuff away and selling stuff, and they came and they were just getting into the industry, whatever. But what happened was is real quick. I was very busy running a business, and Chip and all these other people weren't. So they would go drink with them and have these podcasts. And real quick, you could tell that there was shade against the boss and shade against me. And then when everything happened, and it was before everything happened, they were really, really shitty to me. And I thought, yeah, the faster that you can make somebody your equal and put him down, the faster you think you made it.
They were
right?
shitty to you over what?
They were shitty to me just kind of before.
So at this
everything
point,
went
had
down.
it been announced or speculated, or
No, they all my cameraman and producer would drive over to. They're not far from here.
Yeah.
They would go up there and they would podcast with them and get tanked and whatever and
Mhm.
do all this stuff. Well, when the cat's away, the mice will play, right? So
yeah,
the mice were all bad mouthing the boss, and that's where it kind of got its undertone of hating me type stuff. I was an asshole and this monster and whatnot. And then it continued on. Once I got in trouble, I was the turkey on the ground. The other turkey's trying to kill that other turkey that was already got shot, right? And they just never recovered from that.
Yeah.
I don't like what they do.
Yeah. You're not alone. It's
I don't
it's
like
kind
what
of a
they do.
trend. Yeah.
Not their thing. Too
Yeah.
many of them.
However, so
there are hardcore fans of theirs
yeah.
doing their thing,
Yeah.
and I just don't think that that's me or anyone
Yeah.
I hang on.
That's fine.
yeah. It was interesting because like before we had even met them,
I'm not putting them down. They just
No,
have their
I get it.
thing. I don't understand the hate. Never was shitty
Logan
to
loves
them
them.
ever.
he's like he's
Don't
got a
get
tattoo.
Logan started. Don't get
Yeah.
Logan started.
But like we never even
Nope.
we didn't know them, and so yeah, I think there were. And who knows, like whether it was just like slide or a comment was made. But of course, like, well, actually, what it was is they have a Facebook group, and it's not
Oh.
them, but it's like the group, and like everybody jumped in and basically was like,
they were bashing you guys.
yeah, we're pieces of shit, which is funny, whatever. And we
Can't we all just get along?
we went to Iowa Deer Classic.
Which is, it's just like when I hear something like that, I'm like, oh, okay.
We went
Okay.
to Iowa Deer Classic, and Jared and I don't have a booth, so we're just like walking in the crowd talking to people, and then we see them, and we're like, "Hey, we should go talk to these guys." And it was awkward because like we just went up and we're like, "What's going on?" It like because I don't.
Yeah. And
know
they were
you.
like,
Me neither, I
well,
don't
we've
care.
been talking shit about you guys for a while.
don't know.
like, yeah.
but like you know, and that was 2 or 3 years ago. Now like we see each other and we're like, yeah, it's cool. They're part of the Hoyt family. Like we have a good
I
conversation.
think it's one of those things where it's
the
easy.
deer moved. Freaked me out for a second.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's,
Is it sliding right now?
It's
He
easy
is.
and it's fun
It's
to like,
sliding right now.
it's easy and it's fun.
I
Like,
was like,
I know.
like you said,
Logan.
did it actually move?
Yes.
yeah, it did.
I didn't notice that.
He started talking about Ed Gein, and
Yeah.
the deer starts moving.
Jeremy's about to.
We'll make a chair out of him next.
About to
Yeah.
strangle him.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Oh, there he goes. He's sliding now.
He'll be good.
Gonna
Just
sleep.
go to sleep. Go to sleep, Diamond.
All right, let's move on to the comments.
Okay. Let's see here. I was going back to the whitetail guy. Sorry. Is that all right?
Oh, it don't matter to us.
Mm.
Oh,
Have
Aunt Jody's going to be mad at the blood. I just blooded up the couch.
People were asking if we had merch in town now. We don't have them. Let's see.
I need to call my assistant. Drake, to the rescue. We're going to need a paper towel with some water on it so Aunt Jody doesn't kill us.
Drake's got it. He's getting it.
Oh,
Easy there.
man down.
He's all right. He's all right. I saw him
I was
keeping
looking
an
to see if that was in frame.
He's good.
Yeah.
You know, I think the biggest thing, I'm just kind of looking at like overall questions and stuff. It stinks. I smell it.
Does stink.
It stinks.
We're gonna have Drake cape him out.
So people are just looking at
Yeah.
like or listening to this, and well, first of all, most normal hunters are about to enter rutcation, right?
100%.
And so they're looking at it and saying whether it's, I would assume a lot of people start tomorrow because take off Halloween, it's a Friday, then you get Saturday, Sunday, and then rutcation. So they may even have the next seven days off. What is their best strategy for the next 7 days, right? And we'll focus on Illinois, and then it can be applied elsewhere beyond that. But like, what's their best strategy over the next 7 days using their time wisely, because it's all they got, for a rutcation?
What do y'all think? Me?
Yeah, go for it. You blitz.
Well, first off, deer don't have personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, they're not a person. Don't humanize them.
Okay.
They're critters.
Okay.
They like to live places.
Are you saying that they don't individually vary though?
No, they definitely vary, but they're not. But don't humanize them.
Okay.
Like don't try to reason. Like don't. I say this. It happens a lot in humans. Even like you would try to use logic. Can't use logic. You can't humanize them. You can't make them something that they're not. Here's what they are: big, giant, fuzzy goat that are either centralized to a piece that they live on all the time and they have a little area, or they're coming into the area and leaving the area. You have only two types of deer, I think, especially for this time period, the next 7 days. And I would say if you have a deer where you know he's at, he won't be there very long. He's going to breed his little doe groups. He's going to hang out with his little doe groups. One of the greatest, most famous deer I've ever killed was Go Round. That deer stayed with a certain 4 or 5 doe group on a ridge in Schuyler County for 7 days. He went out with them to the 2 little food plots. He went into about 4 acres.
Almost like a bull elk and harem type
that's
thing.
That's exactly right. Came back to this ridge. That's one of the ones that Greg Ritz has now. And I had shot this deer a year earlier. This deer for 7 days fended off these other deer and hung out with these does and did kind of a macro movement. I really believe that in the first couple days, that's what these deer do. They just are really tight to a 5 or 6 acre parcel. And if you think you know where it's at, you kind of got to be on the edge of that and kind of catch them doing that for 3 or 4 days. And I don't think that people realize until 60 or 70% of those does come in at a period of time that those bucks will go, "You good, girlfriend? You good for a couple hours?" And they get up and they go to the gas station. They do their little man thing, just like we do, right?
Do you think that's when other bucks slip in on them? Because we were talking about that. What did I say the other day? It was it 20%?
No, he's just saying the does aren't ready, so they're
they're not. You're saying they're not ready.
I'm saying even if they're breedable or whatever, that buck will almost put them to bed, and then they'll just do this little cruise. But he's still only got like a little core area, and then kind of once he's mastered that little area, he's off. This farm's so great for looking at those macro movements with all the pressure from around. And if it were me, it was like, I still am not super crashing and giving up in the middle of this farm. I'm looking for a shortcut. So this farm's an L. And that buck tomorrow, if you stood on this deck right here for the next 5 days, just on this deck, and hung out, did your work or whatever, you would watch those deer come from that back corner and run across this cornfield. Instead of staying in and going through that corner plot, they'd rather cut that 300 yards, bebop in through here and work their way back through this farm in this L.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to look for like point to point stuff. I mean, I've got big fields right now that have cameras on them that are 20 acres. There's not a shooter been on them in 6 or 7 days. Haven't been on them. Haven't shown up at that field to fight anybody. Hasn't shown up on that field at night to hit a scrape. And this place was loaded in early October. I mean, this is over at the lease, which is next to a giant park. These are unpressured critters, and there's no deer over 3.5 years old on that field for 7 days. So tell me what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride the hole with a decoy or as tight as I can be without without screwing up any of those 6 or 7 does that are coming to that soybean field.
You run a decoy very often?
That's what Bobby asked me the other day. I have had periods of my life. This farm doesn't lend it because it's so tight and macro perfect.
Yeah.
The big 88 or just a regular lease farm or when your guys' field's picked. If I put that decoy out there, this is one of the greatest times for one because you can make any call. So Melissa Bachman, you guys just had on right now. She's going to hunt over a decoy till she kills one.
Dude, she's
in
freaking
Illinois.
decoying every day.
And she's going to decoy every day because it's the best footage that she can do from a blind with her camera. And she's going to encounter all these deer. And she knows eventually she's going to decoy this buck. But she's not on the X when she does this.
Mm-hmm.
She's off of the X, up a field.
Yep.
And my deer right now, if I was going to, it's so hard for me because I go after a certain deer and go pathologically kill him. If I'm hunting a 5 or 6 year old animal, like you guys have several that you would tag, I'm going to put that sucker where I'm off of that 3 or 5 acre, what I think is his little area. I'm on the one side. I mean, that's how he killed him I was on this end of his 40 acres. But when he went as far as he went this way, he does more lateral on the furthest point that he goes than he does in the middle.
I think the hardest part of like answering that question for people is
I wouldn't be on food.
Well, so
I'm not going to eat.
So I think of the majority, and this is hard. Listen, we talk about the evolution of hunters of like where you've been and where you're going type of thing. The majority of people listen to this, and this is no knock to them. Just want to lay it out there. The majority of people listening to this thing are hunting a 3 or 4 year old deer.
Yep.
Those deer are functioning completely different than the 5 or 6 year olds that few of us are trying to kill.
Mm-hmm. Like a Ben.
Yeah.
Ben Rising is a great example of this.
Yep.
He's going to find his acre. Ben Rising doesn't care about any other deer. He's going to find, I wouldn't even say bedroom. He's going to find that deer's acre that he likes to be on that acre.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get as close to it as possible.
Yeah,
he's going to push that wind. He's going to spray his little black widow stuff. He's going to do his thing. Mm-hmm. He's going to kill that
He's
deer.
going to kill it. He's one of the most people
aggressive
talk about
killers.
He's an aggressive killer.
Like you guys talk about me. I got 90 days.
You're not an aggressive guy.
No,
you
don't
be,
enjoy it.
But you're super conservative in the way you hunt.
Yeah, don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I would like to keep lots of deer alive. I love to watch.
And it depends. Jared and I were just talking about this because I think Jared's right. He's like, I worry, like even tomorrow morning, it's like, why are we going? Like nothing's doing the day walk. But I'm also like,
they build.
Well, but I look at it as like, well, dude, I'm leaving Tuesday morning.
100%.
I may not be back till December.
100%.
So like, why not?
You're right.
Right. So it's just, you just have to figure out. So I say that into the guys who are doing their rutcation coming up. If you're thinking about like, boy, I don't really want to blow it. It's like, dude, you got 7 days. And like when those 7 days are over, you may be never coming back. You might be done. You may be wet. I mean, Kentucky's gun season starts November 8th.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dude, we're a week away from Kentucky gun season.
You got 7 cards.
That's it.
How you play those 7 cards, I think, is really important. When you play what?
Yeah.
I would never be mad to go in this morning and here's the tough part. If you guys go play those 2 cards this morning and in the morning, you might as well play the rest of them.
Might as well throw them all out.
And so if I went to a place, I would go, I'm going to sleep in for the first 2 days, and I'm going to hunt really long in the afternoon. I'm going to creep my way in, be there early, stay really. But see, my pattern doesn't change even when I did TV.
Mm-hmm.
I would give up 2 days of muddying the water and be really patient and wait for that third one and hunt one.
Yeah, one
good
day.
one.
One great one. Yeah, give up 2 good ones
But
for 1 great one.
So those are my cards. That's how I
Yeah.
like to play them, no matter where I'm at.
Yep, that makes sense.
Does it make you think we should sleep in tomorrow?
No,
No,
because I'm leaving Tuesday. Like if I was leaving Tuesday and coming back
Saturday
on
and Sunday's
Saturday,
your card.
yeah, but I still would. Yeah, but I'm out of like the cards are all out. I'm not coming back. There is no re-up until December, probably.
Yeah, I think it has to do with how to play those cards. Like there is a lot of guys that they will go throw a bomb in the middle of their farm tomorrow morning, and you just go like, no,
Not yet.
No, don't you have a fence? Like, don't you have a fence row? Well, they'll never come out in the morning and be like, you may see him go to bed. You may see him and get out and go down to him, and he may be with a doe. Like, we went to go hunt a crappie 8 tonight. Showed up. I've known this deer. He's just a crappie deer. 8 points, heavy. He came in the property from the north, jumped the fence, came in front of the camera. I went, this deer is going to go through all 4 traps today. He had gone through 2 of them by 6 or 7 this morning. Wasn't in daylight after 8:30 or 9. And I went, okay, Logan, let's go in for second deer we saw.
Yeah.
Pops out at 4 o'clock, runs down the edge, didn't keep coming, decided to jump back in with his doe at 50 yards.
Yeah.
That deer, hadn't seen him all year. Not one picture, not nothing. He jumped the fence into the property from the northern farm of my buddy that we kind of hold the deer together. I knew that deer would run that farm all day. I think that's what it takes when I talk about playing that card. If you have an idea of a couple deer you want to kill, what's jury say? Most recent information?
Yeah. MRI.
So you can hunt these doe groups, but like my doe groups are all busted up right now. So like, what's a doe bedding area? Oh, I want to hear you guys' theory on it, but I got a crazy topic, some deep thoughts I've been in. Before we go.
Okay. I got to pee first before we go.
Gambling. I think deer hunters are gamblers.
Okay.
Every client I got would rather roll the dice and push a bad situation. I just think because he thinks he's going to get lucky. Everybody I got, even though you tell them like, hey, your farm is a south wind, this deer is here. The first north, you need to drop everything, come in, and just kill them. They would rather hunt 7 days with a crappy wind because maybe it might happen. And that feels like to me a gambler, an addicted gambler.
I think it has more to do with lack of understanding.
I do not, because they have me that they have paid a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And I am their coach, and we have set that up.
But they, in their own minds, can't get like my dad is that way. Like he won't listen to reason and logic when it comes to how you should hunt a thing. He just would.
You don't think it's an addiction? I think it's an addiction. I think it is gambling at its finest.
If there's an addiction, it's to just
the gamble.
No, it's to just like your own, to wanting to make your own decisions, there's an ego involved for sure. Absolutely.
If it reminds me so much of gambling.
Well, so like I love to deer hunt. I hate to gamble.
Hate it.
When it comes to
you're really
gambling
precise with why you're going though. Your odds have to be.
I will gamble on like not just like, but when I don't want to go to Vegas and bet money.
Yeah,
is what I mean.
Yeah.
But when it comes to deer, like truthfully, tomorrow morning is a gamble. It's like,
it's a good
am I
gamble.
Confident that
you got 250 acres. Okay, I think that every deer hunter out there that won't listen to their own logic and they know better. I think all of them are addict gamblers.
I'm a gambler. Like I gamble on football games. I love lottery tickets. I go to Vegas at SHOT Show to play slots.
So playing slots, I think, It's the greatest gamble.
He said he
whitetail.
wasn't a gambler, right?
He said he wasn't.
Yeah, I know he's not.
I'm not. I'm so calculated, so conservative.
Well,
on
but
my
there is a
hunt.
calculation around gambling too, right? Like if I go and do DraftKings, right, to bet on Thursday night's football game for a parlay, it's not just like, oh, let's pick ABC. I'm picking it because he's averaging X, they're averaging Y. This guy's been hot for the last 2 games. Like, so like I look at it, like you talk about that Pennsylvania buck that's behind Jared. Like there was a period of time there where like I scouted. I did not sit in a stand until the day I killed those deer. I think it was 3 years in a row. I did not sit in the stand until like October 23rd, 4th, 5th. And then I'm like, weather
'Cause he had done
lines.
it?
Weather lines, mainly.
Was he 365 in it?
What do you mean?
Doing the same thing every
No.
year on those dates?
No.
Oh.
There was
See,
no
that's what-
history.
That's what these idiots.
There was no history. I didn't even know that deer existed.
When I kill most of my deer, they've done it before, and I go, meh.
I knew
Within the
that
next
deer
2
was
days,
on
I'll
the
sit it.
property, right? But I had never personally got a picture of him. I was walking into the stand. I checked an SD camera. I pulled the SD card, got up in the stand, big front blew through, put the card in there, and I'm like,
Oh, he was here.
oh, I was hunting a different deer. But then he did the thing. But the only reason I was in there for that is I'm like, giant scrape, community scrape, they
Yeah.
smash. I literally sat like this through like a massive storm. But then as soon as it cleared out, buck parade. He was the last in line. I killed him. So like it was a gamble because I pressed up too. It wasn't like I was on the scrape. I was 200 yards from the scrape towards bedding. But I'm like, the deer I was actually hunting, I'm like, well, if he's coming through, this is where I'll kill him before it gets dark. And just so happens I killed a bigger one than what I was going for. And I did that 2 or 3 years in a row.
What's your dad do? Your dad won't listen to logic?
Well, I just think most guys, most
He's an eternal
deer
optimist.
hunters, yeah, optimist, or they're just blind confidence. Like
His dad will go to a spot because he's like, feels right. No history.
which is
Yeah.
fine. There's
No
nothing wrong with
data.
feeling right about
I
a
don't
spot.
say
but
there's anything wrong with it at all.
but no history, to the point what we talked about earlier, can't kill a 170 if he's not there. Well, if you're like, I'm going to go kill this buck in this spot, and you're like, he's never been there all year. Like there's no history of him being there. Like, why would you hunt it?
So my guys,
Right?
there's a deer that lives there.
So-
My
Yeah.
guy, there's a deer that lives there, and it's like, you do know the closer he gets to chick time,
yeah.
he gone.
He gone.
He's there now. Drop everything and get there. Well, I'm gonna hunt this other one with the wrong wind on my other farm, and you're like, you're gonna. But
I just don't think, Chris, like
I made it in clean, and then they go, but I made it in clean. It's right by my house, and I go, you put a decoy in the food plot. Your wind just blew 300 yards into your whole farm. Your farm can't be a north farm.
Mhm.
It's a south farm. Everything has to come to this food. So yeah, you getting in there clean, but you took a decoy and walked it another 60 yards into the thing and put it up, and then walked back,
Yeah.
and then got in clean.
Dude, guys are like, your level of thinking about things like is like most like 90% of guys, maybe more, is literally here. It's literally like there's woods.
Yeah. No, you're right. There's woods.
I can't even
There's
think
deer.
that people are
I
think
killed
like
deer.
that.
Dude, I literally think
Well, but you have to
I literally think 70% plus of people, like, wind is not a factor.
Well, yeah, but you
to
have to
them.
understand that they're killing the first 2-year-old for sure. That they
Even if they hire me and I tell them to their face and go, can't even go here.
If they're hiring you, they're in a smaller
they're
percentage.
in a much smaller.
And then they go
Not
like-
much smaller,
and
but
then
smaller.
my buddy, I'm just like, no, dude, no. It's blowing into your whole farm. Just being at that house, the whole thing, 300 yards, pop of blue smoke. It's blowing 300 yards into your farm. He's like, yeah, but I made it in. I'm in clean. I'm right behind the house and in the banks.
You're not in clean.
And then I'm like, okay, your windows are shut. And he's like, yep. And I'm like, truck's parked at the house. yeah, you could probably get away with it. If they smell you, they're going to think you're at the house. Okay. And then he pans it and shows me $4 standing there staring at the decoy.
Yeah, but
little
that
ones.
see, dude,
and I go, you put a decoy out?
yeah, but
And
see,
my brain
that's the
almost explodes.
consistency thing. Like, if you think about like growing up, even like, dude, I never paid attention when I had a single 2x4 built tree stand that I hunted on any wind, anytime. I smelled like shit from the Friday night football game, like whatever. And yeah, and consistently, if you said, did you kill deer? No, not from that tree stand. Like maybe throughout the season, just from perseverance, but. I think if you look at it from like a consistency standpoint, the people who are consistently killing deer, and especially like, I don't even care if 4+ even call it, is like they're doing something to the book or to the knowledge of being right. Yeah. There will be people, we talk about it all the time. Like, guys,
I love these guys. I only want to help them.
Guys will kill a 170-inch 5-year-old just by pure ass luck.
Yeah,
like, it will happen. Can they come back and repeat it? I'm not saying killing one. Can they even kill a deer the next year?
Well, dude, the dad thing, and not just my dad, but everybody's dad. Like, if you haven't learned it or picked up on it by the time you're 50 or 55,
forget it.
You're not gonna.
And
you're just not.
My dad didn't hunt with me very often, so when I did take him in his older years, he would just go, "Where am I going?" and be like, "Oh, you're just gonna go here."
Yeah.
Or no, you can't go today.
Yeah.
And he'd go, "Okay."
Yeah.
Like, my dad just listened to me.
Yeah. Well, and I got to give my dad a lot of credit. He's he's like, where should I go? What do you think? Like, that's what he doesn't necessarily understand why or, what or whatever.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm like, dude.
And all I want to do is help. So like, if my friends, like my friend I'm talking about, name's Chris, and he's one of my favorite people. I'm like, stop hunting that farm when it's this wind.
Yeah.
Hunt this farm when it's this wind. You have enough farms to hunt. I know you want to kill this sucker. But you might as well do it with a claymore mine, because if you go in there with your scent, like the odds are he's gonna push off, and that's all. And it's just like, I just love you enough to like try to help. You're my client. You became my friend. Stop it.
Yeah.
I wish I could like take their. It's like a drug. It's like I wish I could take their keys.
Yeah, it's just it's a hard position. Like, and again, from whether it's because they got us, we just talked about they had a 7-day vacation. And well, we were in no offense, we're just looking at like where we're going in Kansas, and I have the same thing in Ohio around me from an outfitter side. If I pay $5,000 for a 6-day hunt, I'm not leaving there without something.
And I'm the opposite way. Like, I have paid for hunts, went to Kentucky. I shot a booner there. I went there for opening weekend. Winds were totally wrong for this deer. I sat out 3 days. All day long, shot my bow, hung out, went to town. Everybody else hunted. They hunted for 3 days. Winds were wrong. Day 4, a 5-day hunt. Stroll in there, 330, 175, whack, shoulder blade, big velvet. He was there at dark the 3 days before because the wind was wrong. And I just went like, I'm not hunting. Yeah. So I don't know if it just clicked earlier.
Well, and I'm not saying that I would shoot something. I don't care. Frankly, like in Kansas, I'm like, I just want my dad to kill something. Yeah. But I'm just saying the average guy, if they have to pay for an outfitter to go and hunt for 5 or 6 days, they're not leaving without something.
Right.
And so here's a great example in Southern Ohio where we just got smoked with EHD.
Yeah.
A lot of big outfitters.
Yeah.
The last couple years, I'm like, like that's a great 4-year-old, be great at 5. Like that's a stud 5-year-old, right? 2s and 3s this year.
Yeah.
Because they're all dead. EHD smoked them. But the client's paying $5,000. And I don't blame the guy, right? It's $5,000 for most of these guys. But they're not going to, if the deer don't exist, and this is what we talked about with your farm, even it's like, if you kill all the 4-year-olds this year, next year, and if you guys kill the 4-year-olds, your neighbors are going to kill 3-year-olds because that's what's left.
Yeah.
Right? They're not going to not kill the 3-year-olds because they're like, damn it, we were only up for 4. No.
Well, everybody wants to know why I'm not hunting right now. You're not hunting? What do you mean? I'm like, oh, there's not a deer I'd shoot. I'm not going to go blow up any of my farms, even my lease that I'm leaving, because we're, it's changing hands. But I'm not going to go just to go.
But
I'm going to wait till it gets nippy.
But you also said you have 90 days.
I have
of a
90
season.
days.
Most of these guys have 7, 10,
Yeah.
14. You know what I mean? And so I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying from a perspective of how it lays out is that most guys, and this comes back to
that should curb the hate, though.
I know, man.
It should,
I get it.
Because if they say, Chris, I only have 7, I go, listen, bro, I don't need you to kill a deer like I kill.
Yeah.
You don't need to have history. It doesn't need to be 6.5.
No, dude. If you're happy with it, I'm happy
But
with
if
it.
you got 7 days and you're going for the experience, it's the experience.
Sucking in, man.
Yesterday, I had the new guy at the 88, landowner next door, text me, is like, hey, all the deer go to you and we shoot them. If I hunt, can I go on there? And I'm like, no. He's like, it's only about meat. And I go, it's never about meat. Well, I don't want to shoot a trophy. I'm 70-something years old. I don't want to shoot a trophy. And I go, well, it's still not about meat. He's like, you're calling me a liar because you're saying that it's not about meat. And I go, this is my profession. You're a photographer. I'm not telling you how to run your f-stop, your shutter speed, your ISO. I'm not telling you to shoot in raw, how to edit it. But I am telling you that whitetail deer, and every person watching this and everybody we're talking about, if you say you're after meat, you're never just after meat. You're either after the experience or you're after, maybe I could gamble and get a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still the experience, and the meat is a bonus.
Sure.
Because if not, I would just go buy that guy a cow and I'd be able to hunt his side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, dude, here's $1,500.
Or it'd be purely after does.
Or, and so my text was, if does are your thing, this 88 got smashed with the HD in the last couple of years. They killed 3 of the booners off it last year, and I'm regrowing a crop. This farm doesn't have enough. I'm leaving 20 acres of crops that I planted. I'll take you to a farm. You have 15 to 20 does in front of you every day. You can shoot as many of them as you want. I'll even gut them and bring them out.
If you're a meat guy, that sounds like the way to go, right?
That wasn't enough because it wasn't all about the meat.
No.
It was about the experience.
It's just
and
like
providing for your family.
If you look at the state statistics, it's like if it was about the meat, we would kill more antlerless deer than we kill antler deer.
Yeah.
And there's very few states that do that anymore.
And
Pennsylvania is one of them. But
I love the truth. I love when people say, it's about the experience and the meat is secondary.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't say that. They go, meat.
I don't even think it's that, dude. I'm not knocking you as a hunter for it because I have family members that are like it, but the number of people that just want to kill a buck, they don't even care about the meat.
100%.
It's just purely, I just want to kill a buck.
I've been that guy. I get it. Just tell me the truth. I sit so many people down that I just talked at a store, or my buddy Alec, his uncle, he was like, I'm just about getting a deer, bought the meat. And I go, no, you're not. So we explored. I said, explore it with me then. Have a conversation. Have a, what's the guy that died?
Charlie Kirk.
Let's have a Charlie Kirk discussion about the reason you hunt deer, right? I'm ready to have it. You start having it, you start realizing it's about the sunrises. It's about the tree stand. It's about coming back and telling the story, whatever. I'm like, not about the meat. Time out. Stop telling people that. Yeah. I think we have things like that we have to confront. That's just like, it's not about the meat. It's cool
if you're like about,
just tell us the truth.
Yeah. I think honestly, for most people, the meat is a burden. They're like, what do I do with this thing?
It's dead. That's a new thing.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing. Like, dude, I mean, obviously,
we've lost a bunch of deer. It's been so warm that Drake's deer and my deer, whatever, we lost majority of our meat. And I just said, Drake, we tried.
Yeah.
But they're all trophy animals, and we can kill as many does as we want. But we tried. Like, this is between us. It doesn't matter. No one else can judge you. We did our best we could, But just saying that, like,
do you eat a lot of venison every year?
We make. Yeah, lots of ground stuff. I'm not into the roast and the steaks. Yeah. Lots of ground, tacos, spaghetti, things.
We had backstraps last year.
Yeah, backstraps. Yep.
Yeah. Like, it's fine, but yeah, like in response to yours, I'm like, I don't hunt for meat. It's like I would like if you ever had a ribeye, like it's way better than deer meat. Like,
they are expensive though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So is per land. You know what I mean?
I know.
I'm gonna work hard to eat steak and
But,
hunt good
but I'm
properties.
just saying, like, I mean, you know, if you want a good ribeye now, it's what, $20?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for people.
I mean, I'm a
we spent $50 at Casey's today, dude.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of money for people.
Well, no doubt. No, and I don't take it for granted
I'm
either.
just saying that from like a guy who, like, I remember
you got kids.
I grew up on like Hamburger Helper, bro. Like, and at that point, it was like $1.99 a pound for ground meat, like not wherever we're at now.
I take my friends' kids to. I'll be like, I'll get it. He's got kids like you, a couple boys, right? He's like, you're not gonna like that bill. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just used to paying for me and my wife. Like, we'll eat whatever we want, like you.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I get this breakfast bill. It's like $127. I'm like, for some eggs and some bacon and hash browns. I'm like, holy crap.
Dude, we spent $50 for lunch at Casey's.
That's because he's got addiction to like 4
He
burgers.
had, what'd you have? You had 3 sandwiches and what were the other things?
Cheesy potato.
Cheesy potatoes and a Gatorade.
We got some gay boys too.
By the
Gay
way, Mike does not know about the Casey's.
Who?
Well, yeah, because he's a Sheets guy. He's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So we were talking about
Lauer?
the other.
Yeah, Lauer.
Oh.
He's never
been out here.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's probably been over somewhere getting rid of his breakfast Casey's pizza. He's like, I've heard about these legendary.
No, he's just eating schmuffins.
Schmuffins
from Sheets,
and I don't know what those are.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. I'm gonna come visit this spring though.
Oh, dude, yeah,
they're getting better.
It's interesting because Sheets is like has a way better variety. Like they have made to order.
I don't know, dude. Casey's Angus burger was good today.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is Casey's food is better than Sheets.
Their pizza was.
I like their tenderloin and then their pizza. You just can't go wrong with cheese pizza.
I really wanted to eat one of their spicy chicken sandwiches, but I
crushed it the other day.
Before a stand.
I too.
They
were
great.
And a cheeseburger.
I'd be flaming anus probably. From
Have you
the
eaten the cheeseburger?
That was pretty good.
The cheeseburger, like just straight up cheeseburger,
No.
pretty good.
It was the Angus burger. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's one I've never done.
Chicken
I normally
tenders,
stick.
solid.
I normally stick tenderloin or crispy chicken,
Mm-hmm.
or you got to go with the pizza, cheese
Dude,
pizza.
Yeah.
The greatest thing about the Midwest is when I tag out early, which is usually often, and then I can just drop somebody at a stand like Jared or my dad and just go crush Casey's breakfast pizza.
For sure.
I'm just so happy with my life at that point.
And 2 Bear Claws.
And 2 Bear Claws and a coffee. I'm just like, and I'm just cruising the road with my binos looking for 3-year-olds. I'm just like, I'm in my fucking greatest place ever.
I'm in a really good spot. I got one down.
Yeah.
Taking these guys, whatever. I wish my nephews would go, whatever. I just know I got so much. I literally have so much food.
Yeah.
That there's not something super cool going to show up that I get to go apply and go after.
You don't, nothing's going to surprise you here?
Here?
Or I guess anywhere.
The 88.
You think something will surprise you there? Yeah. You're banking on something surprising you there.
Yeah. I mean, they don't hunt cat, so it's butts up against cat proving grounds. My buddy just killed a 220, 210 out of the other cat proving grounds, and then killed a 180 there. Yep.
Oh.
At the same farm. I sold him that farm. When I say banging, it's a banger.
That's a banger.
It's a banger. So
You need
there's
a banger.
bangers.
one. So there's one that was killed. He killed that one after 4 years, and then he let.
Is that a young deer?
No, it was just one of them same place.
That's a mega, dude.
Mega.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was out of both those coming off cat.
Man.
So that's why I bought the other property. There's no way at one of these places with all this food that everybody doesn't get done.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that skipping those couple phases had to have let one walk. Like let one that would have died early. That a rising would kill
and got around.
Yep, that a rising would have went in and killed if that like that deer stayed in a ditch somewhere that got away.
Mm-hmm.
and then he made it. He's gonna show up with his food.
Mm-hmm.
Could be here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could do it here.
Never
But-
know.
But like that deer with a third main beam, he rolled in the other day after I took this one out. He rolled in, his whole main beams broke off. But next year,
Stud.
he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He could blow.
They will blow.
Well, thanks for this is fun.
It's fun. It's midnight Central Time, so it's 1 a.m.
Yeah,
Eastern.
I'm not hunting.
We hung on to over 200 people through this whole thing, which is
Wow.
pretty impressive.
How many out of the 200 hate me?
Ding ding.
Hey,
ding,
did
ding,
you-
ding, ding.
Did you see the Botox guy? Did you see the Botox guy this
No.
week? He had a Bomar Chris Brackett, 2 most hated people in the outdoor
Really?
industry, but he said they're the 2 biggest influencers. You guys can hate them all they want, and they're just going to go to the drive to
Botox.
their farms.
Hmm.
They're just going to drive to their farms and do their thing. And I was
That's pretty
like,
good. Yeah,
truth.
that's a fact.
Yeah, and it was fun.
Hmm.
That guy reached out to that guy. It seems like he knows what he's doing. I like what he's doing.
Who was that?
Botox guy.
What?
What? Botox?
Botox.
Botox.
Have you seen him?
Uh-uh.
You haven't caught on him?
I
Uh-uh.
don't think so.
Oh, Georgia boy.
Oh, he's a Georgia
Does
guy.
all the archery stuff.
Mm.
Oh, he's great.
Mm-mm.
He's really funny, really dry. So I like him because he's really dry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Reached out to him. Yeah, he's an influencer with the archery. He's really like he's always testing stuff and whatever.
Mm.
He'd be a good one to have on. Tell me about this Skylar thing, Bradley.
That was funny.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was
I'm
fun.
looking forward to that one.
It's cool just to hear Skylar's back. So that will air.
Well, he
Next
just
week.
did a video and goes viral, and then
Well, he mainly did it on construction. He just did a like 10th, 9th, like 9 of them were construction funnies.
110.
And one was a deer
Oh
one.
yeah, one was
And that was the one that blew up.
dude. But he found a niche. That's like the Botox guy, and then that Trent Ellis guy.
Yeah, Trent's good dude too. Yeah. No, I mean, dude, he was great. And it was funny to hear, like, especially for a guy that, like, just he's a construction guy, right? But he, like, even just like coaching Jared and I through, like, oh, say this, do this, say this. It's like his mind was working. Like, I'm like, dude, I couldn't put together those
So, like, if a
shorts.
guy like that wanted to quit,
Yeah.
I'd hire him.
Oh, dude,
If a guy like that understood TikTok, Insta, whatever, and just knew a little bit about editing for podcasts, I'd hire him right now.
he filmed all of those things and was like, hey, Kate, just hold on a second, and then edited them right there.
That's
on
why
his phone. And he was like,
he
done.
don't need to do construction. Just move here.
He's
Well,
not.
he's not anymore.
No,
He's-
he's not.
This is how he
He
makes
quit his
living.
job and does that full time.
Yeah.
Does that pay well?
Well enough. Quit
Well,
his
so
job.
like yesterday,
Well enough that he's doing it full time.
yesterday I had haters on that one comment about that deer and made $150, and I posted that on a bunch of haters pages and said, thanks for dinner, me and Drake get to eat tonight. And they were, they hated that, of course. And then other
Haters
people
gonna hate.
other people were
You
like,
might have turned it into 300 rate like that.
Right.
Yeah,
that
probably.
was my goal. But a lot of people were like, man,
Drake just
for
got cheesecake.
for 675,000 views on this, I would have expected you made more than $125. And I was like,
Yeah, you wish.
you wish.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And how it, and
Yeah,
how it
they're not
works.
making that. That ain't making
And
that
how
much
it
money.
works.
No.
No.
And people's eyes were open to that. Like the people that were sticking in there to watch the trolling going on. Or
Mhm.
Yeah, and
whatever.
I don't know what Skylar makes. I mean, obviously, most of his videos are 200,000 plus that he gets. He did say that Facebook is paying him more than TikTok is. That their new creator program is really paying off for him.
So that's where mine was. My numbers are in the 7 millions, I think, but still $1,000 a month.
He does brand deals and stuff like that too.
See,
so
that's
sponsorships.
why I need a guy to get them.
He's doing it himself.
Dude, I would do
Yeah.
so many videos. I would do so many fun. I take on characters, whatever. I'd love to do that, but I need like a little fun team. You guys got your duo going or whatever. I just need like a fun team to do producer stuff.
What the fuck are these guys?
I don't know yet.
Just chopped liver sitting over here.
Well,
I need a team.
we got to get this one to
We got
focus.
a drywall and a concrete
this
guy.
one and this one we're just slowly building so I don't overwhelm them. But this one we got to get to focus. Focus.
He doesn't know if he wants to put asphalt down or lay drywall. He's
Just
not
depends
sure.
on what day. You got to work tomorrow.
Wherever the money
You gotta work.
is.
Earlier, I asked him. He's like, I don't know. He's gonna go grind it. He's gonna go grind it again tomorrow and try not to get hit by cars.
He'll be all right. Just
He's
a
an
little bit more
animal.
sunny D in the morning. He'll be okay.
He's an animal. Well, this is fun.
This was fun.
So, are you guys moving in the house tomorrow? You guys moving out?
I don't know about tomorrow, but
Soon.
Yeah,
maybe one more night.
I get that bed set over there.
Steal Aunt Jody's
Today
beds?
slept away from us, so yeah.
Steal
Yeah,
Aunt
we
Jody's
didn't
beds?
get the grocery
Well,
shop
if one
or
of you
do
guys
anything.
kill one tomorrow, it'll change.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you have extra time.
Yeah, but we'll see. We're
Cool.
not we're not in a rush as long as you let us stay here. It puts the lotion on in the basement.
I can smell my deer right now.
Yeah,
Me
it does
too.
stink. I bet. How many
Put it
days?
outside.
When did you kill that thing?
Well, he's been in the freezer. I only thought him out for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Pulled him today.
Okay.
Why'd you thaw them out for us? You're gonna cape them, right?
I want to show you.
Is that how you're gonna do it?
Yeah, I want to show you, and then I'll either throw him back in the freezer or I'll cape him tomorrow.
Why'd you have to thaw them out to show us?
Because I didn't take him off the head. I don't have a freezer here, Jared.
Uh-huh.
I had to drive it from the other house.
Oh, you don't have a freezer here?
No, babe.
Oh,
It's at the other house.
babe. You gotta have a freezer.
babe.
here.
We have like
Dude, we have like 8 freezers.
yeah. Every skinning
Okay,
shed we went
I'll
into, we're
trade
like
you-
We kept
"Hey, here's
we
a
kept expecting
freezer."
to find Mrs. Bach in one of them, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Not in any of them that we know.
Yeah. One's got a bunch of old blood in it, but
Yeah.
Ed Greer. What is it? Ed
Ed
Geen.
Gein.
all right, let's wrap it up.
Midnight,
Okay.
right on the dot. Thanks,
There you go,
everybody.
Midnight on the dot. We appreciate everyone listening to HUNTR Podcast live
Hey,
from
send them to
Illinois
my page.
Deer
I need to
Camp.
get to
All right,
10,000.
well, tell them where to go.
Chris
Tell 'em-
Brackett, just go YouTube. Chris Brackett, just get me over to 10,000.
Whitetail
I'll do the Brackett show.
Equity.
On YouTube, it's just Chris Brackett.
just Chris Brackett.
Yeah.
Oh, just that's where you want to go.
Yeah, and then just
Go fund me at chrisbrackett.com.
no. I'd like to hit 10,000 people and be cool
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
he
guys.
needs-
Yeah,
I'm not too
OnlyFans,
far, I'm
Chris
not too far.
Brackett. Those are the places you'll find me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we appreciate everyone listening to HUNTR Podcast live from Illinois Deer Camp with Chris Brackett, and we will catch you all on the next one.
Hey, everybody.
Later.